ذلك من عزم الأمور ولا تصعر خدك للناس ولا تمش في الأرض مرحا إن الله لا يحب كل مختال فخور واقصد في مشيك واغضض من صوتك إن أنكر الأصوات لصوت الحمير.
Barakallah feek, Muhammad Bahar, mashallah, mashallah. Nice recitation. Master Bahar has recited from Surah Al-Luqman. Very important message for all of us. Jazakumullah khair, Muhammad Bahar. Let's go to the next reciter, mashallah. Our master Zaid Khan from the Hussan school. Mashallah, Zaid Khan is also ready. Bismillah, Zaid, inshallah. If possible, do the translation as well of whatever you recite.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ولقد آتينا لقمان الحكمة أن اشكر لله ومن يشكر فإنما يشكر لنفسه ومن كفر فإن الله غني حميد. And we had certainly given Luqman wisdom and said, be grateful to Allah, and whoever is grateful for the benefit of himself, and whoever denies his favor, then indeed Allah is free of need and praiseworthy. وَإِذْ قَالَ لُقْمَانُ لِابْنِهِ وَهُوَ يَعِظُهُ يَا بُنَيَّ لَا تُشْرِكْ بِاللَّهِ إِنَّ الشِّرْكَ لَظُلْمٌ عَظِيمٌ. And mention, O Muhammad, when Luqman said to his son while he was instructing him, O my son, do not associate anything with Allah. Indeed, association with him is great injustice. وَوَصَّيْنَا الْإِنسَانَ بِوَالِدَيْهِ حَمَلَتْهُ أُمُّهُ وَهْنًا عَلَى وَهْنٍ وَفِصَالُهُ في عامين أن اشكر لي ولوالديك إلي المصير. And we have enjoined upon man care for his parents. His mother carried him, increasing her in weakness upon weakness, and his weaning is in 2 years. Be grateful to me and to your parents. To me is your final destination. وَإِنْ جَاهَدَاكَ عَلَىٰ أَن تُشْرِكَ بِي مَا لَيْسَ لَكَ بِهِ عِلْمٌ فَلَا تُطِعْهُمَا وَصَاحِبْهُمَا فِي الدُّنْيَا مَعْرُوفًا وَاتَّبِعْ سَبِيلَ مَنْ أَنَابَ إِلَيَّ ثُمَّ إِلَيَّ مَرْجِعُكُمْ فَأُنَبِّئُكُم بِمَا كُنتُمْ تَعْمَلُونَ. But if they endeavor to make you associate with me that of which you have no knowledge, do not obey them, but accompany them in this world with appropriate kindness, and follow the way of those who turn back to me in repentance. Then to me will be your return, and I will inform you about what you used to do. يا بني إنها إن تك مثقال حبة من خردل فتكن في صخرة أو في السماوات أو في الأرض يأتي بها الله إن الله لطيف خبير. And Luqman said, O my son, indeed, if a wrong should be a weight of a mustard seed, and should be within a rock or anywhere in the heavens or in the earth, Allah will bring it forth. Indeed, Allah is subtle and aware. يا بني أقم الصلاة وأمر بالمعروف وانه عن المنكر واصبر على ما أصابك إن ذلك من عزم الأمور. O my son, establish prayer, enjoin what is right, forbid what is wrong, and be patient over what befalls you. Indeed, all that is of the matters requiring resolve. ولا تصعر خدك للناس ولا تمشي في الأرض مرحا إن الله لا يحب كل مختال فخور. And do not turn your cheek in contempt toward people, and do not walk through the earth exultantly. Indeed, Allah does not like anyone self-deluded and boastful. وَاقْصِدْ فِي مَشْيِكَ وَاغْضُضْ مِنْ صَوْتِكَ إِنَّ أَنكَرَ الْأَصْوَاتِ لَصَوْتُ الْحَمِيرِ. And be moderate in your pace and lower your voice. Indeed, the most disagreeable of sounds is the voice of donkeys. Sadaqallahul Azim.
Barakallahu feek, Master Zaid, mashallah. Nice recitation and good translation as well, inshallah. Jazakumullah khair for your effort, inshallah. We'll go to our third reciter, Master Abdurrahman. Abdurrahman. Yes, he is there, inshallah. So, you are muted, Abdurrahman, so you need to unmute.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
So, reciting, mashallah. You ready, Abdurrahman?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Bismillah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ولقد آتينا لقمان الحكمة أن اشكر لله ومن يشكر فإنما يشكر لنفسه ومن كفر فإن الله غني حميد. وإذ قال لقمان لابنه وهو يعظه يا بني لا تشرك بالله إن الشرك لظلم عظيم. ووصينا الإنسان بوالديه حملته أمه وهنا على وهن وفصاله في عامين أن اشكر لي ولوالديك إلي المصير. وإن جاهداك على أن تشرك بي ما ليس لك به علم فلا تطعهما وصاحبهما في الدنيا معروفا واتبع سبيل من أناب إلي ثم إلي مرجعكم فأنبئكم بما كنتم تعملون. يا بني إنها إن تك مثقال حبة من خردل فتكن في صخرة أو في السماوات أو في الأرض يأت بها الله إن الله لطيف خبير. يا بني أقم الصلاة وأمر بالمعروف وانه عن المنكر واصبر على ما أصابك إن ذلك من عزم الأمور. ولا تصعر خدك للناس ولا تمشي في الأرض مرحا إن الله لا يحب كل مختال فخور. وقصد في مشيك واغضض من صوتك إن أنكر الأصوات لصوت الحمير. And indeed we bestowed upon Luqman al-Hikmah. Give thanks to Allah, and whoever gives thanks, he gives thanks for his own self. And whoever is unthankful, then verily Allah is all rich, worthy of all praise. And remember when Luqman said to his son, when he was advising him, O my son, join not in worship other than Allah. Verily, joining others in worship with Allah is a great zulm indeed. And we have enjoined on man to his parents, his mother bore him in weakness and hardship upon weakness and hardship. And his weaning is in 2 years. Give thanks to me and to your parents. To me is the final destination. But if they both strive with you to make you join in worship with me, other that of which you have no knowledge, then obey them not, but behave with them in the world kindly, and follow the path of him who turns to me in repentance and in obedience. Then to me will be your return, and I shall tell you what you used to do. O my son, if it be anything equal to the weight of a grain of mustard seed, and through it be in a rock, or in the heaven, or in the earth, Allah will bring it forth. Verily, Allah is Sabil, well acquainted. O my son, aqim as-salah, enjoin al-ma'ruf and forbid from al-munkar, and bear with patience whatever befalls you. Verily, these are some of the important commandments. And turn not your face away from men with pride, nor walk in insolence through the earth. Verily, Allah likes not any arrogant boaster. And be moderate in your walking and lower your voice. Verily, the harshest of all vices is the braying of the asses.
Jazakumullah khair, or all three, mashallah, three reciters, Master Bahar, Master Zaid Khan, and Master Abdurrahman. Mashallah, you recited well, and also, mashallah, you did the translation. Jazakumullah khair. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you and increase you in knowledge. And these verses are very important verses, and mashallah, you all know the meaning, and it's also recited in front of you 2 times, 3 times recitation, 2 times translation. So the main points do not mean we shouldn't forget, and I think this is some other time, and some of our speakers will also highlight them. And but keep in mind that the nasiha, the advice which Luqman alayhi salam is giving us is the advice which we are getting from our Creator, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and nothing can match. Okay, so whatever advices we give all come under this big large umbrella. So we have our brother Zubair already connected, mashallah, and we are all also waiting for the session to start. So we don't want to wait it further. Actually, we wanted to start. So brother Zubair Siddiqui, mashallah, he is a certified career counselor. Inshallah, he's going to talk about how to prepare for examination. Okay, he's basically going to focus on smart preparation techniques for exams. Inshallah, he has around 45 minutes time. And if you have any questions, you can keep the questions, and he will leave some time for the questions, inshallah, and you could ask him directly, inshallah. So let's all benefit from our expert speakers. We have 2 good speakers, inshallah, and let's give a chance to our first speaker, Brother Zubair, inshallah, and let's benefit from him, from his talk, inshallah. Brother Zubair, if you are there, inshallah, you can take over from here.
Okay. Am I audible to all of you?
Yes, alhamdulillah.
Yes, sir.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. So, my dear students, today we are going to discuss about exam preparation techniques and what all questions you have. You keep note down your questions, and we will discuss all your questions at the end of the session. So, I'm sharing my screen with all of you. So please let me know if you can see my screen or not. Maz bhai, host disabled participation. Can you please make me a co-host so I can share my presentation?
Yeah, you can share now, brother. Try it. You can share it now.
Okay. Okay, is it visible to all of you?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so before starting for exam preparation, I suppose you all are already gearing up for your examinations, and many of you are going through preparation part of your examination, and many of you, I suppose, are already going through the process of examination. So I'm here going to discuss few techniques about examinations, and a simple techniques and simple methods which you can adopt and peacefully prepare for your examinations and excel in your examinations. So starting off with common misconceptions about examinations. So before going further and discussing about the preparation techniques, Let it be clear about some misconceptions of examinations which we generally have. So we need to be clear what exams are and what exams aren't. So here I have mentioned in the presentation that exams are one of the many milestones in a student's journey. So which means unlike many examinations, many challenges or many milestones, this is one such milestone which you have to achieve. This is what examinations are, and these are the opportunities to express or showcase your learning. Suppose how much you are learning, where do you stand when you appear for examination as compared to other students. It's a sort of competition between the students, but the most important thing is they don't determine your future. Many of us appear for examinations, and many of us may succeed, and many of us face failure in our examinations. There might be various reasons, maybe not good health, maybe some issues, maybe some house related issues which fail to prove ourselves in examinations. So this does not mean that these exams are going to determine our future. This one exam is going to determine our future. Uh, uh, and secondly, it is also not test of a student's character. We generally see those students who not
Excuse
score.
me, Zubair sir, your voice is a little bit disturbing. Can you just check?
Okay. So is it clear now?
I know some disturbance is coming. Continue.
Okay. I suppose someone else's mic is also open.
Mhm.
It's clear.
It's clear to everyone?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
it's clear.
Yes,
Okay,
it is
okay, fine,
clear
fine.
to everyone. Yeah.
Okay. Proceed.
Okay.
Yes, clear. Alhamdulillah.
So what we have observed when we were appearing for our examinations, especially board examinations, a candidate who supposed to who score some less marks is being seen as कि ये student अच्छा नहीं है, पढ़ता नहीं है, और we started means we are just prejudiced about a student's character depending on our marks. So these things need to be clear, that they are not going to decide our character. Or and exams are not an end in themselves. Means if you have not scored good in your examinations, this does not mean that it is end of your life and you are not going to do anything in future. If you go through the success stories, I'm not going to discuss here the success stories of the great people. If you just type on YouTube and you write success stories, then you yourself will observe that many large good people and many people who have did something good in their life, they does not focus only on one exam. Means मेरा 10वीं में अगर 90% आ गया does not mean के I'm going to excel in my whole life. And if I've scored less than suppose 60% marks, उसका भी मतलब ये नहीं कि मैं कुछ नहीं कर सकता हूँ. तो ये मार्क्स जो हैं ये आपका फ्यूचर नहीं डिसाइड करते. और जो मैंने दो चीजें यहाँ पे क्लियर करी हैं, व्हाट एग्जाम्स आर, ये इज जस्ट अ वन माइलस्टोन. आपकी लाइफ में हंड्रेड्स ऑफ माइलस्टोन्स आएंगे और आपको उनको कवर अप करना है, उनको फेस करना है, लेकिन दिस इज नॉट वन दैट इज गोइंग टू डिसाइड ईच एंड एवरीथिंग. इसका एक स्मॉल केस स्टडी है. अभी आप लोग के एग्जामिनेशन हैं, आफ्टर योर एग्जामिनेशन you people just go and buy one book with name, the name of the book is Outliers, Outliers, Outliers. So the book discusses about group of students in United States, and few researchers start to study those students with good IQ level, whose IQ is above 150. So those researchers started to focus on students with good IQ level. एंड हम IQ लेवल से ये समझते हैं आमतौर पे कि जिसका IQ अच्छा है वो अपनी लाइफ में अच्छा कर सकेगा. तो व्हाट द रिसर्चर्स डिड इज कि उन्होंने वो स्टडी करना शुरू किया, और स्टडी करते करते उन्होंने ये देखा कि कुछ बच्चों का IQ ज्यादा है. फिर उनको उन्होंने ऑब्जर्व करना शुरू किया, एंड आफ्टर लॉट्स एंड लॉट्स ऑफ ऑब्जर्वेशंस और बहुत सारे साल पास हुए, उसके बाद भी ये जो उनका आउटकम था वो ये नहीं था कि जो बच्चे IQ में अच्छे हैं और जो अपना स्कूल में अच्छा परफॉर्म करते थे उन्होंने अपनी लाइफ में भी अच्छा परफॉर्म किया है. उसके कंपैरिजन में they have also observed few students with low IQ level and they too have excelled in their life. तो ये जो misconceptions है before preparing for your examinations, इस misconceptions को अपने mind से निकालना है. Then we can only succeed in our examinations. So here I'm going to discuss few things about how to succeed in examinations. I'm discussing almost 7 points over here. Number one is clearing the basics. Second one is understanding the subject matter. Third one is managing your time. Fourth one is prioritizing right. Fifth one is refresh your memory. Sixth, keep yourself healthy. And seventh, the practice and practice. So moving further, what do we mean by clearing the basics? Can anyone tell me what do we mean by clearing the basics? And what is the importance in examinations? Anyone?
Basics that in the exams it is going to come and it is part of your life. You have to know it compulsorily.
Okay. Anyone else wants to answer?
The thing in examinations is they improve our way of thinking and they show other ways that questions can be asked, and they can also improve our questioning skills.
Okay, so what the basic means whatever concept you are studying in your syllabus or in your curriculum. The basic means is if your foundation is not right, you are not going to develop your knowledge in that particular subject. So how, for example, how knowledge is built in science. If we take an example of science, you need to know the basics. If you are studying magnetism or electricity, you need to know the basics of how does electricity flow in a circuit, what is resistance, and what is magnetic field of current, and how does magnetic field interact with current. So these are all the basics which you need to be clear, else you will not going to develop your knowledge and higher studies. Okay, so second one is understanding the subject matter, what the subject is asking you के वो मैटर क्या है सब्जेक्ट का, हमको उसको किस तरह से गेन करना है, एंड हाउ वी आर गोइंग टू प्रोसीड फर्दर. थर्ड वन इज मैनेजिंग योर टाइम, द मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट. एंड मैनेजिंग टाइम डज नॉट मीन्स कि हम एक सिलेबस हमने बना लिया है and we have to study 24 hours, just we are going to sleep for 6 to 7 hours and we are continuously sleeping, we are continuously studying for rest of your time. So managing on time comprises of setting your priorities about what you are going to study and when you are going to study, when you are going to do something to refresh your memory, and important is to keep yourself healthy as well. So we are going to discuss a little bit about our diet as well. So I'm moving further. So here I have mentioned 4 parts of planning your studies. Number one is understanding, which I have discussed earlier about. Try to understand the subject matter instead of memorizing it. Many a times we feel that we are in a hurry and we have to complete lots and lots of syllabus, और आखिरी टाइम आ गया है, अब हमको स्टडी करना है, कोई चीजें समझने वाली नहीं बची हैं, और ऐसा एक हमारे अंदर एक इंटरप्रिटेशन डेवलप होता है. वी यूज्ड टू थिंक के नहीं आ रहा समझ में, हम रट लेते हैं, ये भी नहीं आ रहा ये भी हम रट लेते हैं. तो एक्चुअली जब हम मेमोराइज कर रहे हैं चीजों को फोर्सफुली, व्हेन वी आर डूइंग रोट लर्निंग, वी आर नॉट अंडरस्टैंडिंग द बेसिक्स, एंड इफ यू डोंट अंडरस्टैंड द बेसिक एट दिस लेवल, you are going to struggle whole of your life in higher studies in colleges, or if you are going to pursue a masters or anything else. So actually what I have also observed in my life, I have completed my engineering and still few of the concepts I came to know when I go into the market and start practicing. When I start teaching to students, then only few of my concepts got cleared. So the best way to do is, especially when we are understanding a particular thing, so generally हम मैथ्स और साइंस में चीजों को फोकस करते हैं जहां पर हमको एक अंडरस्टैंडिंग डेवलप करनी है. These two subjects are something like developing of understanding from basics. So what we used to do with science students, we ask them to perform experiments practically. What you are studying in your classroom, what your teacher is teaching your theory, you just start to perform it practically and try to make a link with the real world. So this is this, you cannot do these things right now. These are the processes which you have to follow throughout the year. So might not be possible for upcoming examination, but try to perform things on your own. Hands-on experiences will teach you a lot, and you are going to reproduce those learnings properly. Second one is summarizing. So when you have understood the concept, then you need to summarize in your own words. So gone are those days when we used to the teacher used to ask you that ऐसा book में लिखा है, तो you have to write in the same words. So right now you have to develop an understanding of a concept. You have to develop an understanding of the subject matter and try to summarize and reproduce in your own words. These things are important of writing examinations, and it is always said to develop your language skills when you are in primary education. आपका language skills अगर अच्छा है, then you can summarize your and subject, and then you can reproduce in your own words. You have to आपको किताबी knowledge की तरफ जाने की जरूरत नहीं है, और उसको as it is reproduce करने की जरूरत नहीं है. इसको और प्रॉपर अंडरस्टैंड, इसको और अच्छा समझने का एक तरीका ये है कि वॉट एवर यू हैव स्टडीड, व्हाट टॉपिक यू हैव डिस्कस्ड, ट्राई टू टीच इट टू योर फ्रेंड्स. अगर आप लोग ग्रुप लर्निंग कर रहे हैं, या अगर पॉसिबल है किसी तरह से, तो डिवाइड मतलब 5 to 6 फ्रेंड्स कैन डिवाइड अ लेसन इनटू 3 to 4 पार्ट्स, एंड ईच पार्ट अ स्टूडेंट कैन एक्सप्लेन टू होल ग्रुप. अगर आप अपने जबान से आप अपने बोलकर चीजों को एक्सप्लेन करते हैं, तो ये लर्निंग के प्रोसेस को और अच्छा करता है. दीज थिंग्स आर कॉल्ड एज पीयर लर्निंग. हम अपने आपसी दोस्तों से बहुत चीजें सीखते हैं, हम डिस्कस करते हैं. जनरली वी यूज्ड टू डिस्कस अबाउट, मतलब व्हेन वी आर स्टूडेंट्स वी यूज्ड टू डिस्कस अबाउट क्रिकेट, वी डिस्कस अबाउट गेम्स, वी डिस्कस अबाउट any movie which is short releasing. So why not we can discuss about our lessons, and why can't discuss about education? So it's a very good part in understanding a particular topic or subject. So you can do this practice as well. Or finally, the C, which I'm going to discuss, is connect the subject matter to at least one real world examination. If you have seen something like if you are studying gravitation, so try to connect with real world examinations, real world examples, like the launching of a satellite, something falling from a building, or there are many examples, and try to connect those with real world. So actually the problem with our present education system is we are just learning and not connecting it to some practical applications. So while preparing for your examination, if you can connect with something with real life examples, you can reproduce those things properly in your exam, and you can properly write in your own words. So moving further is time management. So what do we mean by time management is planning of your study. So right from, if you are starting from today, you have to note down the today's date. आज क्या है, और when will be my exam tentative date if it is not announced yet, how many I have days, and how I am going to plan my 24 hours. So you need to set your priorities, and obviously हमको उन सब्जेक्ट्स पे टाइम देना है which are weak सब्जेक्ट्स को हम ऑब्वियसली टाइम देंगे. कुछ प्रायोरिटीज हमको सेट करनी पड़ेंगी कि हम जिस सब्जेक्ट में अच्छे हैं, we will devote less time for those subjects. We are weak in few subjects, so we have to prioritize that. I have to focus on these weak subjects. And most important is you have to prepare a schedule for your revision as well, and do not hurry. Actually we feel like कि जल्दी कर लेते हैं, हमारा टाइम बचेगा, हम ये भी कर लेंगे, और हम बहुत सारी चीजों को हड़बड़ी में करना चाहते हैं, जल्दबाजी में करना चाहते हैं. we go for a hurry, like कि मैं अगर 6 hours में कोई चीज complete हो रही है, so why not I complete it in 4 hours, and remaining 2 hours I will enjoy and do all sort of other stuff. So if you are in a hurry, you are not going to take the best out of your subject. So few things I have mentioned here about the scheduling of your time for studies. So here are just suggestions. You might be having some better options here. So use a planner or a diary. You try to put one piece of paper on a board or somewhere where you study on your table or your wall, and write a planner over there. Okay, what I'm going to do today, and what I'm going to do tomorrow, and you try to write it down in your diaries. Secondly, in those diaries, write a to-do list. What I'm going to do today. Like you are going to work out on 3 lessons, then you have to write it down on that diary or your planner that I'm going to do these things. I'm going to study this chapter, then this, then this. And most important thing is, do not overburden yourself. आप अपने आप को सबसे अच्छी तरह जानते हैं. You better know yourself. So do not overburden yourself and try to set realistic goals which are achievable. हम तकरीबन 9 से 10 साल से पढ़ाई कर रहे हैं. We are continuously going to schools and appearing for examination for last 8 to 10 years, and we know हमारा learning capacity क्या है और हम कितने टाइम में किन चीजों को अचीव कर सकते हैं. तो सेट मतलब रियलिस्टिक गोल्स सेट करना है हमको. अनरियलिस्टिक नहीं, मतलब मैं अगर ऑफिस वर्क मैं करता हूं और मैं ये प्लान करता हूं कि नहीं मैं 2 दिन का काम 1 दिन में कर लूंगा और मैं बिल्कुल आराम ही नहीं करूंगा, मैं रिलैक्स ही नहीं करूंगा, मैं 2 दिन का काम 1 दिन में करूंगा एंड नेक्स्ट डे आई विल एंजॉय. मैं नहीं कर सकता हूँ क्योंकि मैं अपने आप को ओवरबर्डन कर रहा हूँ, और एग्जामिनेशन टाइम में खुद को ओवरबर्डन करना रिस्की है. आप बीमार हो सकते हैं. और जब हम अनरियलिस्टिक गोल सेट करते हैं तो हमारे सामने सबसे बड़ा इशू एक डिप्रेशन का आता है कि हमने ये सेट किया था और अब हम नहीं कर पाए तो हम नेक्स्ट डे व्हाट वी आर गोइंग टू डू नेक्स्ट डे, देन वी गो इनटू अ डिप्रेसिंग मोड एंड it will directly affect your studies. So what you have to do is assign specific time slots to each activity, और आपकी प्रायोरिटी के हिसाब से आप करिए. आप जिसमें ज्यादा टाइम डिवोट करना चाहते हैं, जो आपका वीक है, आप उसमें जाएं और उस प्रायोरिटीज के हिसाब से टाइम स्लॉट्स डिसाइड करें एंड गो फॉर इट. सो मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट इज डोंट वेस्ट सो मच टाइम इन प्लानिंग कि ये करना है, इस बजे से इतने बजे ये करना है. ये इतना ज्यादा हम अगर फोकस कर रहे हैं तो हम एक्शन नहीं ले पा रहे हैं. इफ यू आर नॉट गोइंग टू टेक एक्शन, हम अचीव नहीं कर पाएंगे. और फाइनली कुछ टाइम रिलैक्सेशन के लिए रखें. सो टू बी क्लियर, रिलैक्सेशन डजंट मीन कि यू टेक रेस्ट आफ्टर 2 hours of study and then start your mobile phone and exploring the social media. So this is not relaxation. This is actually creating more burden on you and creating more stress on you. Try to do some activities which you like, which are your hobbies. If you want to play cricket, go out and play cricket for half an hour. If you want to draw something, go take a sheet of paper and draw something. If you want to listen to something mesmerizing, you can go for it. You can listen to those things. But better keep your relaxation time away from mobile phones or social media or newspapers, especially at the time of exams, because they may create negative impact on you. And the problem with social media is when you started to see some videos or anything, you will not मतलब आप कह नहीं सकते टाइम कैसे निकला, और हमको रिलैक्स भी फील नहीं होगा, और टाइम कैसे कंज्यूम हुआ हमको भी नहीं पता चलेगा. So next is time management for action. Act on your plan, follow your plan, और प्रोग्रेस को रिव्यू करते रहें. आपने प्लान एक तैयार किया एंड यू आर वर्किंग ऑन दैट प्लान एंड रिव्यू योर प्रोग्रेस. आई हैव डिसाइडेड, मतलब मैंने आज ये डिसाइड किया कि मुझे ये करना है, तो क्या मैं अचीव कर पाया. हमें अपना सेल्फ रिव्यू करने की जरूरत है. इसमें चाहें तो हम फ्रेंड्स से भी बात कर सकते हैं. वी कैन डिस्कस विद योर फ्रेंड्स कि मैंने ये तैयार कर लिया है, मेरा इतना पोर्शन हो गया, हाउ मच योर्स. एंड बी फ्रैंक विथ योर फ्रेंड्स, है ना. झूठ नहीं बताना है फ्रेंड को फालतू में प्रेशराइज करने के लिए. सो व्हाट वी यूज्ड टू डू इन आवर इंजीनियरिंग इज, वन ऑफ माय फ्रेंड woke up early in the morning from and he started to going through this whole subject right from morning 6 a.m. And what my plan is, I study late night till 3 to 4 a.m. in the morning, and then I go to sleep and again started to study next day. So when I go to sleep, I just text him that I have covered these stuff, and I went to sleep. And then when I wake up next morning at suppose 10 or 11 a.m., my friend used to say, okay, yes, you have completed this portion. Now I have also completed this portion. So it is a sort of motivation for both of us. Like I have completed this, then he has completed this much portion and he has stepped a little forward. Then I have started, no, he has, ये आगे निकल गया तो मुझे भी आगे निकलना है. लेकिन follow these things with a proper action plan. ऐसा बिल्कुल ना हो जाए कि कंपटीशन रह जाए और हमारी तैयारी रह पीछे छूट जाए, कि हम कॉम्पीट करने के चक्कर में हमारा प्रिपरेशन इफेक्ट ना हो. तो मैनी टाइम्स हमारा शेड्यूल जो है ऐसा होता है कि हम कुछ अचीव नहीं कर पाते हैं. सपोज हम 80% अचीव कर पाए, वी हैव शेड्यूल्ड समथिंग एंड वी हैव अचीव्ड ओनली 80%. sometimes it happens that we have achieved only 70% and sometimes we achieve 100%. So do not try to change your schedule for it. just उसको ऐसा करें कि हमने जितना अचीव कर लिया ठीक है. सपोज मैंने अगर सुबह 10 to 12 am अगर मैंने सोचा है कि मुझे केमिस्ट्री पढ़ना है एंड आई विल गोइंग टू कवर 1 कंप्लीट लेसन इन 2 hours, एंड इफ नॉट, तो मैं ऐसा नहीं कि मैंने जो पोर्शन फिजिक्स के लिए या दूसरे सब्जेक्ट के लिए अलॉट किया कि मैं उसमें केमिस्ट्री पढ़ने लगूं. नहीं, ऐसा नहीं करें आप. आप शेड्यूल से स्टिक रहें, स्टिक टू योर शेड्यूल. और जो टफ थिंग्स हैं, मुश्किल चीजें हैं, उनको आगे के लिए टाले नहीं. उनको ये ना सोचें कि ओहो ये टफ है तो मैं पहले आसान कर लूं तो मुझे कॉन्फिडेंस आएगा. तो ट्राई टू वर्क ऑन टफ सब्जेक्ट्स फर्स्ट, बिकॉज इफ यू कैन succeed in achieving those tough subjects, then it will be easier for you to go for the easier subjects for you. Okay, so next is take regular breaks while studying, which I have discussed in previous slide. So finally प्रायोरिटाइजिंग जो टाइम मैनेजमेंट की बात है, उसमें कुछ मैंने सजेशंस यहाँ दिए हैं जो मैं पहले भी कह चुका हूँ. प्रिपेयर दो सब्जेक्ट्स वेल इन विच यू थिंक यू कैन स्कोर वेल. मीन्स हम में से अलग अलग स्टूडेंट्स की अलग अलग कैपेसिटीज हैं कि हम किन में अच्छा परफॉर्म कर सकते हैं. वी ऑल हैव वन सब्जेक्ट एज आवर स्ट्रेंथ. व्हेन आई वाज प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर my 10th, my strength is science and mathematics. So I prepared well in those subjects, and the reason is you might score well in this examinations and it might compensate with the subjects which you are means struggling to learn something from those subjects. So prepare those subjects well. जो अच्छे हैं, जो आपके अच्छे हैं, जो आपके इंटरेस्ट के हैं, उनको अच्छे से तैयार करें और कोशिश करेंगे हम इनमें ज्यादा स्कोर कर सकें. दिस डज नॉट मीन कि हम डिफिकल्ट सब्जेक्ट्स को हम छोड़ देंगे. उसमें हमको टाइम ज्यादा देने की जरूरत है. ऑफ कोर्स if you can give more time in those subjects, it would be good, and you can achieve more from those subjects, achieve more in that period of time. Finally, the most important thing is at the time of examinations, since many of you have upcoming examinations soon, and because I'm saying this because don't try to start new things during exam time. कि कल मेरा एग्जाम है और आज मैं कोई नई चीज पढ़ रहा हूँ, तो ऐसा ना करें. जस्ट रिवाइज द ओल्डर थिंग्स व्हिच यू हैव स्टडीड अर्लियर व्हाइल प्रिपरेशन ऑफ एग्जामिनेशन. जो उसको रिवाइज करते जाएं. इफ यू आप नई चीज अगर स्टार्ट करेंगे तो नई चीज स्टार्ट करने में आपको टाइम भी ज्यादा लगेगा और रिवाइज आप नहीं कर पाएंगे जो आपको ऑलरेडी आता है. So try to focus on revision. Finally, avoid distractions like social media or TV, etc. ये distractions examination time में से please थोड़ा आप लोग दूर रहें, because it creates a lot of distraction. और these videos और जो हम मल्टीमीडिया देखते हैं उसका इम्पैक्ट हमारे दिमाग पे बहुत ज्यादा होता है. ये हमारे दिमाग में चलती रहती है. आप लोग कभी ऑब्जर्व करें कि आप मॉर्निंग में जब उठ रहे हैं और उठने के बाद आप कुछ चीजें अगर सुनते हैं तो वो फौरन आपके दिमाग पे हावी होती हैं और दिन भर वही आपके कानों में वही आवाज आती रहती है. इसीलिए कुरान मजीद पढ़ने का जिक्र किया जाता है फजर के वक्त के बाद। फजर में आप कुरान की तिलावत करें ताकि वो दिन भर आपके दिमाग पे वो रहे और आपका दिल खुला रहे। तो ये जो डिस्ट्रैक्शंस होते हैं वीडियोस और ऑडियोज के, ये आपके दिमाग पे चढ़ जाते हैं और आप कंटिन्यूअस इन पे ही फोकस करे रहते हैं, तो ये एक तरह का डिस्टरबेंस होता है। तो प्लीज सोशल मीडिया, टीवी, लैपटॉप्स, मूवीज, ये सबको थोड़ा अवॉइड करें। नेक्स्ट इज के हम जब रिवीजन कर रहे हैं तो उसके कुछ टिप्स हैं जो मैंने एक यहाँ पे बोला है, मेकिंग माइंड मैप्स। तो कैन एनीवन टेल मी व्हाट इज अ माइंड मैप? किसी ने ऐसा कुछ बनाया है कभी? व्हाट इज अ माइंड मैप? एनीवन?
We don't know, sir.
Okay, so what mind map is?
Visualizing concept.
Okay, right, correct. Visualizing concept and trying to draw it in your own imagination. मैं एक एग्जांपल यहाँ पे देता हूँ कि मतलब जो रिवीजन है माइंड मैप के फॉर्म में, इट इज इन द फॉर्म ऑफ अ फ्लो चार्ट और माइंड मैप फॉर ईच चैप्टर, राइट। सो मैं एक एग्जांपल यहाँ पर आपको दे रहा हूँ। ये ग्रेविटेशन का एक माइंड मैप है ना। ये मैंने कॉपी किया इंटरनेट से। आप कॉपी ना करें, आप अपना खुद का एक माइंड मैप क्रिएट करें, खुद का विजुअलाइजिंग एक लेसन प्लान जो है, लेसन को एक विजुअलाइज करके तैयार करें। ये मैंने क्लास 9 का ग्रेविटेशन का एक चैप्टर है एंड some guy has created its mind map. So see how properly he has created gravitation, then governed by universal law, then what is universal, what is gravitation, the force that bind us, then uska explanation, then he has gone to the a few examples, then at the corner he has mentioned the terminologies. G is gravitational constant and mass of the body, then equations of motion, then mass is the measure of inertia. Then he has presented the whole chapter in one sheet of paper. So माइंड मैप क्रिएट करने का मतलब यही है कि एट द टाइम ऑफ प्रिपरेशन आप इस तरह के माइंड मैप्स क्रिएट करें। आप किसी भी चैप्टर को कर सकते हैं, इट इज वेदर इट बी हिस्ट्री, ज्योग्राफी, वेदर इट बी साइंस, वेदर इट बी मैथ्स, सोशल साइंस, एनी सब्जेक्ट, आप इसको इस तरह के माइंड मैप्स में क्रिएट कर सकते हैं टॉपिक्स को। तो माइंड मैप में क्रिएट करने का यह है कि यू कैन रिकॉल प्रॉपरली। आप जब रिवीजन करने बैठेंगे, आप एक ग्लांस करेंगे उस पूरी पिक्चर पे, आपको याद आ जाएगा कि जब मैं ये बना रहा था तो मेरे दिमाग में क्या था। तो और whenever you are trying to recall what you have studied, just don't go for the text given in your textbook. Just rewind the mind map, because these visual aids creates a lot of impact on your brain. और जो आपने हाथ से बनाया होता है, whatever you have made with your hand, उसका ज्यादा इम्पैक्ट रहता है और हम उसको ज्यादा मेमोराइज कर पाते हैं। सो जब भी आप मेमोराइज कर रहे हैं तो आप रिकॉल करिए उस माइंड मैप को जो आपने अपने हाथ से बनाया। ऑब्वियसली हमने टेक्स्ट बुक अपने हाथ से नहीं बनाई है, समवन हैज क्रिएटेड अस फॉर अस एंड वी आर स्टडीइंग फ्रॉम दैट टेक्स्ट बुक, एंड इवन द विजुअल्स गिवन इन द टेक्स्ट बुक वो भी हमने नहीं बनाए हैं। तो बहुत अच्छी टेक्निक है। इफ यू प्रैक्टिस ऑन योर ओन, आपने कुछ चीजें खुद डेवलप करी हैं तो आपको ज्यादा अच्छी याद रहती हैं। और करके देखने का प्रोसेस जो है, हैंड्स ऑन चीजों को करने का, वो ज्यादा दिमाग में रहता है। इसमें मैं एक बात और शुरू में जो मैंने कही थी कि इफ यू आर गुड इन योर लैंग्वेज देन एंड इफ यू हैव परफॉर्म समथिंग हैंड्स ऑन, देन यू डोंट हैव टू गो रिवाइज फ्रॉम द बुक। आप खुद रिकॉल कर सकते हैं एंड एक्सप्लेन इट इन योर ओन वर्ड्स। ओके, सो मेमोराइजेशन के कुछ टिप्स हैं और उसको समझने के लिए यू हैव टू बी अ बिट लॉजिकल। आस्क योरसेल्फ क्वेश्चंस, मींस आप सवाल करें अपने आप से किसी टॉपिक को लेकर, व्हाटएवर यू आर स्टडीइंग, और उस टॉपिक का इसी तरह से पढ़ना है। 4 सवाल, 4 क्वेश्चंस, व्हाट, व्हाई, हाउ, व्हेन। क्या है, कैसे है, किस तरह है और कब है ना। व्हाई, व्हाट, हाउ, व्हेन, एनी टॉपिक आप लीजिए, उसको इन 4 क्वेश्चंस के नजर से देखें तो आप उस टॉपिक को और अच्छे से समझ सकते हैं। इसके लिए कुछ एक वन ऑफ द टिप we used to follow in our school days is making the rhymes of the information. लाइक पीरियोडिक टेबल को याद करने में आमतौर पर हम यही करते थे कि जो केमिकल्स के नाम हैं एक पीरियड में, हम उसको याद कर लेते थे, उसका कुछ राइम बना देते थे और उस राइम को हम याद करते थे। और इसी तरह मैथ्स के कुछ फॉर्मूलाज थे जो मुझे आज भी कुछ रिकॉल कर पा रहा हूँ। r tan theta is equal to 4h. Our teacher used to say that r tan theta equals to 4h is one of the formula, and you can remember it with a simple sentence, रतन चोर है, r tan theta equal to 4h. तो मुझे नहीं मालूम कि ये क्या चीज थी और क्या था, लेकिन जब उस लॉजिक से, उस राइम से, उस सेंटेंस से याद करा तो आई कैन रिकॉग्नाइज स्टिल आफ्टर 20 years ऑफ माई क्लास 12। तो ये इम्पैक्ट करती हैं मेमोराइजेशन टिप्स। आप इसका कुछ सॉन्ग बना सकते हैं, कुछ इंफॉर्मेशन को राइमिंग फॉर्म में कर सकते हैं, पोस्टर के फॉर्म में बना सकते हैं, तो ये आपको मेमोराइज करने में ज्यादा यूजफुल रहेंगी। उसके बाद ट्राई टू क्रिएट सम एक्रोनिम्स लाइक शॉर्ट फॉर्म। जैसे फैट सॉल्यूबल विटामिन की बात करते हैं तो हम जनरली, मुझे तभी की चीजें याद नहीं, मैं अभी याद नहीं किया हूँ। KED है, फैट सॉल्यूबल विटामिन, KED है, जिसको कीड़ा नाम से याद करा था हम लोगों ने। तो ट्राई टू मेक दीज एक्रोनिम्स। यहाँ पर जो सॉर्ट एनालिसिस की बात कही है, आप प्रेजेंटेशन में देख रहे हैं, स्ट्रेंथ, वीकनेस, अपॉर्चुनिटी, थ्रेट्स। सो इसको याद करने के मतलब आप शॉर्टकट्स बना सकते हैं और उस हिसाब से चीजों को मेमोराइज कर सकते हैं। उसके बाद एक टेक्निक है चंकिंग, जिसमें हम चीजों को ब्रेक डाउन कर रहे हैं। लाइक इफ आई शो यू वन नंबर हियर, 7862021031, आपको एक बार में याद नहीं हो पाएगा, लेकिन इसको अगर हम ब्रेकअप करेंगे उन चीजों में जो हमारे आसपास सराउंडिंग में है, लाइक हम अपने करीबी लोगों की बर्थडेज याद रखते हैं, हम जो है कौन से ईयर चल रहा है वो हमें याद रहता है, हमें अपने लाइफ के कुछ इवेंट्स याद रहते हैं कि हम अपने घर में कब शिफ्ट हुए थे, हम यहाँ कब आए थे, तो वो डेट्स हमें याद रहती हैं। उन डेट्स को कुछ मेमोराइजिंग टिप्स में करें। जैसे यहाँ पर इन्होंने एक ब्रेक डाउन किया है, जो मैंने शीट एक्सप्लेन शो कर रहा हूँ, उसमें 78620221 को इन्होंने 786 को अलग किया, 2021 को अलग किया, 0321 को अलग किया। तो जब इसको ब्रेकिंग किया और हमने कुछ अपने रियल लाइफ इवेंट से उसको मैनेज किया, जैसे 786 हम जनरली बोलते हैं, बिस्मिल्लाह से हम उसको एनालॉगस करके बोलते हैं, तो कहीं ना कहीं माइंड में रिफ्लेक्ट करते हैं कि हाँ ये है। फिर 2021 अभी गुजरा हुआ साल है, तो ऐसी चीजें हम अपने लाइफ इवेंट से पिकअप करें और उसको अपनी लर्निंग के प्रोसेस में इन्वॉल्व करने की कोशिश करें। इसमें मेमोरी टिप्स मैंने यहाँ कुछ मेंशन करी हैं। कन्वर्ट सब्जेक्ट मैटर इनटू स्टोरीज। लाइक हम लोग जब पढ़ाई करते थे तो वी आर गुड एट मेकिंग स्टोरीज। हम में से कई स्टूडेंट्स हैं, दे आर गुड इन मेकिंग स्टोरीज, राइटिंग स्टोरीज, और दे हैव अ गुड सेंस ऑफ ह्यूमर, बहुत अच्छा पिक्चराइजेशन कर पाते हैं। ऑब्वियसली आप लोगों में से भी होंगे। तो try to make stories of those subjects, those stories in the that subject matter को stories में आप convert करें। Revise and study at the same place in your home every day। मतलब you have fixed, आप अपना लोकेशन फिक्स करें, घर में आप जहाँ पढ़ने के एनवायरनमेंट फिक्स करें और उसी एनवायरनमेंट में स्टडी करने की कोशिश करें और रिवाइज करने की कोशिश करें। जनरली एक सबसे बेस्ट टेक्निक ये है कि हम जब अपने आप को रिवीजन कर रहे हो तो हम ऐसे टाइम पे करें जब हमारा एक्चुअल एग्जाम का टाइम है। सपोज मेरा एग्जाम टाइम है 10 AM to 1 PM, तो मैं फोकस करूं कि मैं अपना बेस्ट जो रिवीजन करने वाला हूं वो इस टाइम ड्यूरेशन में करूं, क्योंकि मुझे जब उसकी आदत हो जाएगी देन आई कैन परफॉर्म इट बेटर इन माई एग्जामिनेशंस। और कुछ चीजें जो आप सुनते हैं यहाँ पर जो मैंने मेंशन किया, इफ यू लिसन टू म्यूजिक ऑन द मॉर्निंग ऑफ एग्जाम, you can listen to same kind of music you listen while studying। means कि मैंने जैसे बोला था कुछ चीजें हमको mesmerize करती हैं सुनने में। कुछ लोगों को जो है कुछ तराने ऐसे होते हैं जो उनको अच्छे लगते हैं सुनने में, they like to hear more and more of it, और those things gives them motivation। मतलब कुछ ऐसे कलामात होते हैं, कुछ ऐसी नात होती हैं, कुछ ऐसी चीजें होती हैं जो हमको मोटिवेट करती हैं, और हम उसको अगर सुनते हैं तो हमारे अंदर मोटिवेशन आता है तो try to listen those things when you are going for examinations. इवन इस फ्यू स्टडीज में ये भी बताया कि अगर हम कुछ सेम फ्रेगनेंस यूज करते हैं तो वो भी हमको रिमाइंड करती हैं. सपोज व्हेन आई वाज स्टडीइंग केमिस्ट्री इन माय क्लास 12th, so we used to study from a book named P. Bahadur. हो सकता है आप लोग भी पढ़ते हो. So when I purchased that book, इत्तेफाक से I was bringing some groceries from market and I have soap in my hand. मुझे आज भी याद है, 20 years now. तो मैं जब वो सोप लेकर आया तो मेरे हाथ से वो स्मेल, मैंने हाथ उससे सोप से हाथ धोया, हाथ में स्मेल आ रही थी और मैं उसी स्मेल से बुक ओपन कर रहा था. तो इसलिए आज मुझे याद है कि आई हैव परचेज्ड पी बहादुर एंड आई हैव ओपन द सब्जेक्ट केमिकल बॉन्डिंग एंड स्टार्टेड टू सॉल्व क्वेश्चंस फ्रॉम मोल कंसेप्ट. तो मुझे इतना याद है वो फ्रेग्रेंस से. आज भी कुछ मुझे वो फ्रेग्रेंस आता है तो मुझे फील होता है कि हाँ मैं ऐसा किया था मैंने. तो ये चीजें एसोसिएट हो जाती हैं. तो इसमें एक बात इम्पोर्टेंट, मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट इज ट्राई टू मेक टेक टेस्ट ऑफ योरसेल्फ रेगुलरली. प्रिपेयर सम मॉक टेस्ट, कुछ मॉक टेस्ट तैयार करिए और स्पेशली उसको उसी टाइम में दीजिए जब आप स्कूल एग्जामिनेशन देने वाले हैं या बोर्ड एग्जामिनेशन देने वाले हैं. ठीक है. और ऐसा कोशिश करेंगे हम वीकली चीजों को रिवाइज करें. वी ट्राई टू फोकस ऑन रिवीजन पार्ट एज वेल एंड विथ मॉक टेस्ट ऑल्सो. सो मॉक टेस्ट का जो प्रोसीजर है यू कैन फॉलो विथ योर फ्रेंड्स. आप किसी एक फ्रेंड को बोलिए कि तो वो एक टेस्ट तैयार करें और आप सभी लोग टेस्ट तैयार करें. आप 5 लोगों का ग्रुप तैयार करें, एक फ्रेंड ऑफ ग्रुप ऑफ 5 फ्रेंड्स. ट्राई टू मेक वन पेपर और एक दूसरे के साथ वो मॉक पेपर शेयर करें और उस मॉक पेपर को सॉल्व करने की कोशिश करें. तो ये होगा कि हमको एक एग्जाम पैटर्न से हम वाकिफ होंगे और हमारे लिए अपीयर करना और उसको प्रेजेंट करना एग्जाम में आसान रहेगा. मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट थिंग इज कीपिंग योरसेल्फ हेल्दी एज वेल. तो हेल्दी रहने का मतलब ये है कि हमको डाइट पे भी कंट्रोल करना है. यू हैव टू कंट्रोल योर डाइट एंड मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट इज practice deep breathing, stretching, jogging, running, physical activity. ठीक. And try to visualize your success. हम अपने विजन को देख पा रहे हैं या नहीं. मे बी ये एक छोटा एग्जाम होगा आपके लिए, क्लास 9 क्लास 8 जो नॉन बोर्ड अपीयरिंग स्टूडेंट्स हैं उनके लिए एक क्लास एग्जामिनेशन की तरह होगा, लेकिन उसको एक सक्सेस के फॉर्म में देखें कि हम कहाँ अपना विजन देख पा रहे हैं. हम इस एग्जाम को क्लियर करके हमको आगे बढ़ना है तो हमारा सक्सेस पॉइंट क्या होगा और ये हमारी जो स्टेप्स हैं फॉर सक्सेस है उसमें हम कैसे अचीव करेंगे. तो हेल्दी रहने के लिए इम्पोर्टेंट ये है कि आप एक्सरसाइज करें, रनिंग करें, जॉगिंग करें, साइकिलिंग का शौक है साइकिलिंग करें, है ना. डोंट जस्ट गेट अप रैंडमली फ्रॉम योर बेड एंड स्टार्टेड स्टडीइंग. मोस्ट ऑफ द स्टूडेंट्स सुबह उठते साथ ही अरे पढ़ना है, उठा मुंह हाथ धोया भी नहीं और पढ़ाई करना शुरू कर दिया. तो दिस इज नॉट गुड. आप कंसंट्रेट नहीं कर पाते हैं. एक्सरसाइज करें और फिजिकल कुछ मूवमेंट करें. खेलना अच्छा लगता है तो आप खेलें, हाफ एन आवर कोई आउटडोर गेम खेलें, वॉक करें, जॉगिंग करें, कुछ फिजिकल एक्टिविटी करें ताकि आपकी जो ब्लड सर्कुलेशन है वो इम्प्रूव हो सके. नेक्स्ट इज फोकस ऑन फूड. हमारे खाने पीने का तरीका भी क्या है वो भी इम्पोर्टेंट रखता है. लाइक पानी जो है, लॉट्स ऑफ वाटर आप लें ताकि एक सर्कुलेशन बॉडी में रहे, फ्लूइड्स का सर्कुलेशन रहे. और मील्स लेने की आदत डालें. ट्राई टू टेक होलसम मील्स और जंक फूड अवॉइड करें. मीन्स ऐसा खाना, हैवी खाना जो खा के आपको सुस्ती आ जाए, और स्पेशली एट नाइट टाइम में ऐसा कुछ ना खाएं जो आपको हैवी लगे, आपके हेल्थ पे असर हो और आपको नींद आने लगे, आप पढ़ नहीं पाए. तो ये दोनों चीज इंपॉर्टेंट है. हाफ एन आवर 45 मिनट्स आप एक्सरसाइज के लिए टाइम जरूर निकालें और कोशिश करेंगे बाहर निकलें घर से. जॉगिंग कर रहे हैं बाहर करें, कोई भी एक्टिविटी कर रहे हैं बाहर करें. फाइनली कीप योरसेल्फ हेल्दी. चीजों को अनवाइंड करें. डोंट टेक इट एज अ बर्डन ऑन यू. आप किसी चीज का बर्डन ना लें. आप रिलैक्स रहें. कीप योर माइंड रिलैक्स. अगर आप टेंस होंगे, आप अगर टेंशन में आएंगे, एंजाइटी होगी, तो ऑफ कोर्स यू आर नॉट गोइंग टू प्रिपेयर वेल फॉर योर एग्जामिनेशन और हम लिख भी अच्छा नहीं पाएंगे, हम परफॉर्म अच्छा नहीं कर पाएंगे. सो बहुत सारे फैक्टर्स रहते हैं, मैं नहीं पढ़ पाया, नहीं हो पाया, तो इन एनी केस डोंट गेट टेंस, और अपने आप को रिलैक्स माइंड रखें, बीच में ब्रेक्स लें, जो अच्छा लगता है वो करें, अपनी हॉबीज में engage हों। तो ये टाइम वो होते हैं आपकी हॉबीज को भी इम्प्रूव करने के बहुत अच्छे तरीके होते हैं। तो इस तरह से आप लोग प्रैक्टिस करें, और ऑल द बेस्ट। शायद मेरा टाइम भी हो चुका है और प्रेजेंटेशन भी हो चुका है। इफ यू हैव एनी क्वेश्चंस यू कैन आस्क एंड वी कैन मूव फॉरवर्ड।
Yes, students are requested to ask their questions. So they can put on the chat box also, or you can use our YouTube channel also. There you can post your questions. Okay. We have 2-3 minutes. Inshallah, we'll have some student presentation also after this. So please try to ask your questions quickly. Yeah.
Any questions, students? Do you have any questions?
Yeah. Yeah, we can proceed next up
Sir,
if you don't have any
I have a
questions.
doubt.
Yes. Okay. Fine.
So normally you told you have to dedicate more time on the subjects your weekends, but normally I find it difficult to prioritize more time to the subject I feel weekend. I don't find interest in the subjects on weekends. So how should I manage that?
So you were asking that you are not able to focus on subjects which you are weak, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Actually, the thing what actually happens is if we are weak is basic, which I have discussed in my presentation, that understand your basics properly. So at times we feel that we are devoting too much of time in subjects which we are weak, because and how will we manage with other topics? So devoting more time in subjects which you are weak is to clear your basics. You are weak in a particular subject means what I think is that our basics are not clear, or we have not gone much deeper in those subjects. So whatever is it is also based on our interest. We are more interested in a particular subject, we are not interested in doing maths or all sorts of things, but few things we have to manage, or we have to devote much time, discuss with your peers, discuss with your teachers, engage with people who can teach you better. So we have to do all those things also. Means weak है तो हमको करना ही पड़ेगा, और कोई ऑप्शन नहीं.
Thank you, sir.
Any other questions, students?
Yeah. Regarding career also, students, you can ask regarding your career. Brother Zubair is expert in career also. You can ask your career questions also.
You can type your questions if you do not want to ask, right? You can type and we can give it to Mr. Brother Zubair. He can answer them.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Please go ahead.
Sir, you said that we should take regular breaks while studying. So how many minutes of breaks do you recommend? 15 minutes or 13 minutes?
Actually, it depends on you how much time you have given to your studies, and how much time will it take to relax. Because what I feel is 2 hours of study in one go is sufficient, and then you need at least 15 to 20 minutes of break. So it would be better, what I feel is make 2 hour slot of studies and 15 minutes break. That will be, I suppose, fine. And finally it's up to you कि आप कैसे उसको manage करते हैं. If you feel that I can study more, I can study for long hours, then you can go for it. But better to take 15 to 20 minutes relaxation time, and try to do some activity in that time when you are going to relax, because it keeps you going. Otherwise don't go for a sleep in your relaxation time. Just do something, some activity which you like most.
Thank you.
Okay.
Inshallah, if you have any questions, you can post them. Inshallah, you can put them in the chat. Inshallah.
Someone is asking me, does teaching career have a scope in future? Yes, teaching has a very bright prospects in future, because with any subject you go for your graduation, or you can be a teacher also in any subject. Like if you are going for a for school teaching, uh, there are many subjects which you can graduate, then postgraduate, and you can go for B.Ed and start teaching in schools. For professorship, you can go for you have to go for PhD level studies, and you can go in universities for teaching. So teaching has a lot of future prospects, and we can discuss more on this if someone wants to know more about this. एक बहुत बड़ा स्कोप है, बहुत बड़ा फील्ड है, और डिपेंडिंग ऑन योर टॉपिक ऑफ इंटरेस्ट, what you want to do in higher education. तो हम इस पे personally we can discuss more on this.
Okay. Jazakallah khair, Azbir sir, for your time. So inshallah we'll proceed with the other session. Dr. sir.
Okay.
We'll have some students also, so those who want to present. So I asked Dr. sir to let them name to come.
Okay, inshallah. So we have a couple of students, inshallah, and we have time as well for them to give a chance. Basically, let's start with Abrar because he has a tarana, and let's use this tarana to memorize something, inshallah. Abrar, go ahead.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Abrar. So today I'm going to present a tarana. The tarana is ए दोस्तों मिले तो एक प्याम देना उस्ताद मोहतरम को मेरा सलाम। This is my tarana. बिस्मिल्लाह। ए दोस्तों मिले तो बस एक प्याम देना उस्ताद मोहतरम को मेरा सलाम कहना। ए दोस्तों मिले तो बस एक प्याम देना उस्ताद मोहतरम को मेरा सलाम कहना। इतनी मोहब्बतों से पहला सबक पढ़ाया, मैं कुछ न जानता था सब कुछ मुझे सिखाया। अनपढ़ तो और जाहिल काबिल मुझे बनाया। दुनिया
Sorry, Abrar, please go ahead.
Yeah, okay. इल्म दानिश का रास्ता दिखाया। ऐ दोस्तों मिले तो बस एक प्याम देना उस्ताद मोहतरम को मेरा सलाम कहना। मुझको खबर नहीं थी आया हूँ मैं कहाँ से, माँ बाप इस जमीन पर लाए थे आसमां से। पहुंचा दिया कलक तक उस्ताद ने यहाँ से, वाकिफ न था जरा भी इतनी बड़ी जहां से। मुझको दिला दिया था अच्छा मकाम कहना। ए दोस्तों मिले तो बस एक प्याम देना उस्ताद मोहतरम को मेरा सलाम कहना। जीने का फन सिखाया मरने का बागपन भी, इज्जत की गुर्बत आए रुसवाई के चलन भी। काटे भी राह में है फूलों के अंजुमन भी, तुम फक्र को मुपन्ना और नाजिशे वतन भी। हाँ याद मुझको उनका एक कलम कहना। ए दोस्तों मिले तो बस एक प्याम देना उस्ताद मोहतरम को मेरा सलाम कहना। हाथों में जो कलम है उस्ताद की अता है जो कुछ की आ रकम है उस्ताद की अता है। जो फक्रता ज़दम है उस्ताद की अता है, उसकी अता से चमका खातिब का नाम कहना। ए दोस्तों मिले तो बस एक पयाम देना, उस्ताद मोहतरम को मेरा सलाम कहना। जज़ाकल्लाह खैर।
Jazakumullah khair. Then, mashallah, nice Tarana. Thank you very much for this one. I hope everyone understood because some of the students may not know Urdu, but it's a great Tarana, mashallah. Jazakumullah khair, abra. We have a couple of more students. We'll go in sequence, inshallah. Do we have Radwa? Zain?
Yes, sir.
Zain, come on, mashallah. Want to go ahead, please? We have only 2 to 3 minutes, okay, Zain, because we have other students as well.
Sir, my presentation is, sir.
Sorry?
Okay. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Just 2 to 3 minutes we have time. Okay, 2 minutes only. Okay, fine.
तो आज मैं आप लोगों के सामने एग्जाम्स के लिए कैसे पढ़ सकते हैं या एग्जाम्स में अच्छा करने के लिए हमें किस तरीके से पढ़ना चाहिए वो आपके सामने रखूंगा मैं इंशाल्लाह। तो हम सबसे पहले जान लेते हैं पढ़ने के लिए जो डिफरेंट मेथड्स है, जो डिफरेंट वेज है और किस मुख्तलिफ अंदाज से आप पढ़ सकते हैं।
Can you do it in English, Zain? Can you do it in English? Because we have some people who cannot understand Urdu, some students.
Yes.
So we will look on how in different ways we can learn. So there are mainly 4 main types of learning, which is visual, auditorial, learning with the method of reading and writing, and kinesthetic. So we'll one by one see in detail all these 4 methods of learning. So starting with the first, visual learning. So what comes in your mind with the word visual learning? It most with the word visual learning, you can imagine a person who can learn more with visuals like designs and graphs and pictures or sometimes videos as well. So first, let us see what can you do to learn visually. So after reading a paragraph or an essay, you imagine a visualization or a picture in your mind. Imagine a visualization and have a clear image of that, and make sure that all the important points fit in that image that you are imagining. And the second point that could help you in learning visually is give your own symbols to important points and give your own way of visuals to the important points that you want to remember. Now, for reference, you can refer to videos, pictures, designs, and diagrams, and many other things to remember like graphs and many others. Now, let us see what are the benefits of learning visually. So the only way, the benefit that we can acquire with visual learning is visual learners always tend to have a clear image of the information they are trying to learn. Because see, if you read a paragraph and you imagine an image, then all the things will come in that image. All the important points can come in that image, and later when you sit in the exam and that the same question comes, and you can imagine that image that you imagined while learning. You can imagine and you will have a clear image of that in your mind. So now coming to the second way of learning, auditorial learning.
Okay, Zain, can you please try to complete this session because we have more students. So just 2-3 points, just complete this. Okay, sorry for this interrupting.
So for auditorial learning, you refer to audios for remembering things. Some students remember things after listening to it, and the best benefit of this is you can learn from group discussions and classes or revision classes. In classes you can learn. Now learning with the method of reading and writing. Now to remember, if you remember things more with reading and writing, read the paragraph and write or highlight the points which look important to you, to remember the important points. And if you want to learn with the method of reading and writing, learn from text heavy sources like worksheets, textbooks, notebooks, and sometimes presentations as well. And the benefits of learning with the method of reading and writing is that they give an advantage to you, that you write the exam while doing reading and writing. Like you read the question, the questions in the exam paper are there that needs to be read, and you write the answers. Now, kinesthetic. The meaning of kinesthetic is that learning through physical activities. Kinesthetic learners learn best by performing activities. Activities like in science, there are many activities. So, if they perform that activity, they are most likely to learn or remember those things. And the benefits of learning kinesthetic learning is that it improves critical thinking and analytical skills. Now I would come to say that the tips that I would give to you to study wisely. Now the first tip, the and most obvious tip is that do not miss revision classes. Some people may think that if there are revision classes, I will sit at home and I will study individually. But while doing revision classes, there are many things that you can in home. There are many things that you cannot get or learn. So that is why you should attend revision classes as well and revise the portion continuously you have learned. For example, there are 6 or 7 lessons and you are learning them orderly, the first lesson, then the second lesson, then the third lesson. Now if you do that while coming to the last lesson, that is the 7th or 6th lesson, if you start learning that, you are most likely to forget the first lesson and the second lesson. So while doing the third lesson, you have to also revise the first and second, and it is obvious that you have to keep revising in order to remember the things. And the second thing, third point that I would like to say to you is that organize your learning materials. For example, we have a notebook. We have a notebook in which all the notes are there, but it is not organized because some lessons are from here, and in between two lessons there are lessons that we don't need, that it is not in the portion for exam. It is not organized, means like there one lesson, and between two lessons there in the portion there is many lessons that are not in the portion. Coming to the next point, I would like to say that do not delay. If you have time to study, you study now, and don't think that you will do something else now and you will study after, you will study tomorrow or in the night, like that. And next, I would like to say you that research about the topic that you are learning. So don't limit yourself to textbook and notes. Don't limit yourself what you have been taught in the school. Come to in your home, you can do research individually with the help of internet and many things. And with that help, you will find many tricks to many tricks that, for example, one formula is teached in your class in mathematics, and if you come and research, and there will be some online tutorials that you will see, and it will show a different formula or a different method of doing it, and but the result are same. That is why you should do your own research, individual research as well. And now the most important part I would like to say is that categorize subjects and study accordingly. Now what I'd like to do is categorize subjects into 3 parts. Now the first main subjects like maths and science, and the secondary subjects, primary subjects like English and SS, like that, social studies, and in the last category I would like to say languages like Hindi or third language. You can use that. So if you want to study, you study
Zain, can you
mostly the
please
main
complete this
topics.
one? Okay.
Thank you, and I hope you do well in your exams.
Thank you very much, Zain. Mashallah, it's nice presentation. You put time, and mashallah, I hope you're also following all the tips you said. Excellent tips, inshallah. Students, I hope you took the note of visual, auditorial, and reading and writing based and kinesthetic approaches. Please use them, inshallah, in your studies. So, do we have Nawal here? Nawal?
Yes.
So, Nawal, inshallah, you want to present? Please go ahead. Okay. Try to restrict the presentation. Okay, Mr. Nawal?
Okay, I'm just telling a few points here to share 2 simple tips on how I prepare for exams. So the first point is before preparing for my exams, I always make sure that my notes are complete so that during preparation time, I'm not asking my friends for the missing notes. And the second point is when the teacher is teaching in the class, as she tells us the important questions and short questions for exams, I mark them then and there so that as I keep revising the chapters, I can focus on those important questions. So these are 2 main points I do. Yeah, thank you.
Barakallah Feek, may God bless you, Mr. Nawal, mashallah. Good points. Okay, the very important points. When teacher says that this is important, it might be coming from his experience, his or her experience. So keep that note and revise them, those important points. So whenever your teacher says this is important, this has many applications, regardless of the exam, keep a note of it and think about it, okay? So we have other students, okay? Let's see, Mu'tasim, inshallah, you have some time, inshallah, go ahead, Mu'tasim.
Yes, sir. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today, I'll present on exam preparation techniques. What happens during exam time? Are you feeling nervous? Do you have bad dreams? If you have these feelings, then here are 5 steps for effective exam preparation. First step is to believe in yourself. Believe in yourself means you should have a positive mindset, list down your strengths and weaknesses. If there is a subject in which you are weak, then you can practice more in that subject. Michael Korda says that to succeed, we must first believe that we can. Second step is organization. What can you see in this slide? A person is asking that, Miss Jennings, have you seen my organization is the key to success poster? He himself is not organized. To get organized means you should have your notebook or textbook, whichever subject you are studying, it should be beside you. Otherwise, while studying, don't get up from your place to find notebooks and textbooks. It will break your concentration while studying. Third is time management. Time management means if you have many subjects and less time, then divide those, like you can divide it in 30 minutes for each subject. The bad news is that time flies, but the good news is that you are the pilot. It is a famous quote. Time is money. Don't waste or pass the time. Step 4 is study smart. William Glasser is an American psychiatrist. He said that students learn 10% of what they read, 20% of what they hear, 30% of what they see, 50% of what they see and hear, 74% of what is discussed with others, 80% of what they experience personally, and 95% of what they teach to someone else. So if you want to learn anything forever, then you will have to teach someone else as an example. And last and final step is how to study for exams. First of all, get an exact date on which the exam is going to be held. Organize materials needed to be studied. When revising a subject, ask yourself who, what, when, where, why, and how. Next is self-testing. Self-testing means when you have studied a subject or a portion, then you can take online test by searching it on the internet, or tell any person of your family to ask you questions. Finally, before an exam. In this slide, you can see a boy is cramming everything in one last night, and now he sleeps automatically. Self-test. Before an exam, you should eat well and rest well. Do not use e-gadgets, for example, watching TV, playing computer games. Be relaxed before an exam. Here are some duas. As you know that dua is a weapon for Muslims. When studying something difficult, its translation is, "O Allah, nothing is easy except what you have made easy. If you wish, you can make the difficult easy." To suppress anxiety and fear. You may often experience frustration, fear, and anxiety in exam, which may adversely affect your performance. Its translation is, "O Allah, I seek refuge in you from anxiety and sorrow, weakness and laziness, miserliness and cowardice, the burden of debts, and from being oppressed. Also remember that no examiner is too big in front of Allah, and no exam is bigger than life itself. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Muhtasim Manzar. Mashallah, it's nice presentation. It's a nice revision as well. I hope everyone have taken some notes of du'as and the tips Brother Muhtasim Manzar has given, and keep them in mind. And students, it's the tip which is repeated again and again and again is that better way to learn is you need to teach someone else. Okay, it's not that we always get something for ourselves and we keep it to ourselves. No, it's not going to work. This life is not like that. So whatever you're gaining, you think that is beneficial knowledge, go ahead and teach with your classmates, if it is subject, or other people in your home, your cousins, or just discuss to yourself that these are the important points which I need to follow. So whatever you're learning today, go and tell it to your sister or brother as well, okay? So that this will stay in your mind and you will keep them in practice. So excellent presentation from our students and Brother Zubair as well, mashallah. I think now time for going to the next presenter. So students, if you have any questions, keep them inshallah and ask to our next presenter as well. He's also an expert, inshallah, and we will repeat the same thing and same stuff, but keeping the notes is very, very important, okay?
Excuse me, that's up. Just we'll take one student, Zubair. So after that, we'll go to that session.
Okay, inshallah.
Okay, for 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes maximum.
Inshallah, we'll give it the time to Zubair as well, inshallah. So what we are saying, okay, inshallah, before our next presenter start, I think there is one more student who wants to present. Master Zubair, please go ahead, inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I won't be taking much time because I won't be going in detail with my points for preparation for studies. But as a student, my only and best recommendation is the fact that we must study and prepare aforetime. This means that we must plan and study, and and we should prepare before the exams come. And especially important exams, we must prepare for exams like at least 1 week or 2 weeks before the exam starts. And the best way is a month or maybe a month or two. Before you study and you revise, it helps you easily revise right before the exam. And so you could write the exam very easily. And most of the students usually, they don't really prepare before the time, and they do it right before the exam starts. And this is not usually efficient. So that is why we must study and plan aforetime. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Zubair Beg Mirza. Mashallah, good tips, very good tips. Okay, students, if you recall all the points just in 1 minute, because so many points have gone through. So the first and most important point that is going again and again is plan. If you do not plan, you're not planning, that means your plan is for failing. Okay, it is a famous thing and you already know about this. So do well and plan. Okay, not only for the examination, we are in examination continuously. So plan for whatever you wanted to do. Without plan, nothing is going to work. And because you are going to the exam, it's not 1 or 2 or 3 or weeks before. You are preparing for the exam the day you started the course. Why to do it at the end? At the end, you're just doing the revision. Okay, and you're following the tips which your friends and your teachers have given so that you can keep the material for a long time. So preparing ahead in the life is also means you're starting from the day 1, not coming to the last days. Okay, inshallah, we are going to hear many more nice tips from our next presenter. Our next presenter is Dr. Hashmat Khan. Mashallah, he is a certified master life coach, and you might have heard from him in different sessions. Mashallah, he's very well experienced. Keep your questions and he's going to give us tips how to prepare for exams with confidence. Dr. Hasmatullah Khan Sahab, it's up to you, inshallah. It's the screen. You can take over, Dr. Sahab.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Am I audible?
Yes, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Salatu wassalamu ala rasulihil mursaleen wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Dear respected organizer and my dear friends, please mute yourself who all are here. Okay. So before we start, I just wanted to know who all are here. can you just write it down, your class, means like in which grade you are studying, and your goal for this coming examination. I mean, like you have some goal, how much percentage you want or how much grade you want in your subject. So just write it down in the chat box so that everybody will be aware in which grade you are studying and what's your goal for coming examination. Class 9, grade 9, good. 90%, 11, 90%, 8, 7. Okay, good. 10, 93.93, 94, good, great. Only 10, 15 people. We have almost more than 50, right? 50, 60 students we have right now. Come on, wake up. Because if you are not waking up, it's like you just open your camera otherwise. Okay, Al-Fazama School, 90%, class 9, class 10. So we have students ranging from 7th standard to 12th standard. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay, great. So let me ask another question to you. You have a goal like 90, 95%, 94%, 93%. Okay. So what you want to get from this session, means like from this another 45 minutes, what's your target? What you want to get from this session? Just write it down in the chat box so that Nabil H, what it is, H, motivation to work hard. Great. Good. Go ahead, everybody, please. Tip to study better. You already got these tips, okay? How to study more in less time, okay? To outcome the fear of exam. Good. First, inspiration and motivation. Okay, knowledge to succeed. Good, mashallah. So basically, see, friends, if you want to get yourself a confident person or you want to be a motivated person, what need to eliminate? Especially while exams are approaching very near to us, there is a kind of fear within us, stress within us, right? Because if you want to excel in your studies, if you want to get a good grade, you have a great goal in your mind, but to succeed in that direction, what you need to do? You need to remove some of the things which are hurdles, which are the hindrance in your subject or in your while preparing your examination. Those are the hindrance, right? So what are those hindrance in your opinion for you? Each one of you just write it down. What are the hindrance you are facing right now, which if you remove or which you make it away from you, you are going to get what you want. Let us know. Remove fear of losing. Okay, this distraction. Good, great. What else? Come on. So much distraction of gadgets. Okay, distraction. Fine. Good. Motasim. Who else? Please. Come on. Lack of motivation. Okay, come on. Social media. Fear of forgetting. Okay. Too much work. Games. What else? Lack of time management. So much to cover in less time. Okay. Lack of mindset. Okay. So when we say the word exam, usually the negative things comes in your mind is like worry, tension, right? Stress, fear, anxiety, pressure, headache, and all those things, right? Is that true, right? So usually why this happens, like stress, tension, pressure, as examination are nearing to us and it is approaching very fast, we feel these kind of things in your mind, especially the stress and as well as fear. Why this has happened usually? And when it comes to the alarming position, like 2-3 days, your exam is going to come within 2-3 days, what will happen? You will be in full stress, right? You may feel many things, illness, sleepiness, or drowsy, or you feel loss of concentration, loss of appetite, right? Stomach pain, loss of memory, Negative self-image. No, I'm not going to do. Oh, it's not possible. It's not my cup of tea, right? Lower in communication. You're not going to communicate with your friends very happily. Your mood swings, sometimes irritation, sometimes like frustration and all those stuff, right? Depression, some people thinks of suicide and many more things. It all depends on person to person, student to students. I hope you all are not facing these issues, right? Because you believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you are well preparing for your examination, you have a lot of concentration, your mom and mother, your father are pushing you in a right direction, right? Because of this, might be these issues are not, you are not facing, right? My question to you is, from where does this exam stress or fear comes? Answer in your chat box. From where it comes? Let us know. From where? Just guess, wild guess. From where does this exam stress and fear comes? Fear of failure, exactly. Good. Teachers, from teachers, okay. Where we think, from our mind, not completed the syllabus, exactly. Very good, very good. Nabil, you're right. Overthinking, yes. Over procrastination, overthinking because of parents' pressure. Good, good, great. Go ahead, go ahead. What else? What else? Siblings competition, right? Good, good. From us only when we don't have confidence. Yes, with loss of confidence. As other students, because we are fighting with our other students, they are going ahead of us. Friends and competition. Good. Fear of future. Yes, exactly. So first and most is pressure for getting good marks. This is the most important, which is going behind you. In your back of the mind is going on. I need to get more and more marks, good and good marks. That pressure makes you in stress or fear. High expectation from the parents and competitiveness, as rightly said many of our friends. Like we have a lot of competition among our siblings, among our friends, among our neighborhood or whoever there in your class. Even back in India, many of your friends, they are excelling in their education. So these all kind of competition leads to pressure, stress, fear, comparison with others. This is one of the, you can say, disease in our culture. We used to compare with between the siblings, between elder and means like the other friends or the neighborhood personalities or other students. So this is very common. Fear of being left out home. This is also very, very important. When people, students are moving to India, or they are within home, they are alone, or fear of rejection. If I'm not performing well in my school, in my grade, people will reject me. My parents will not focus on me. They are not giving attention to me. If my elder brother, he is getting good marks, I'm not getting, or my sibling, he is not giving, he's getting good marks, I'm not able to give that much what they are expecting. So fear of rejection, fear of being ridiculed by parents, siblings, friends, teacher, and neighbors. So what we need to do? Why it is happen? Because of this pressure, because of this stress, because of this fear, why do I forget what I have learned? Usually happens when exams are very near. It's approaching very fast, means like 24 hours before the examination. This kind of words, this kind of sentences are coming into our mind. I learn a lot, but I'm not able to retrieve. I'm not able to recall it. Why do I forget what I have learned? Is that you have anything in your mind? Why we do forget? Whatever we learn, but we forget. Why? What's the reason behind that? Can anybody open your mic and just let me know? Just switch on your mic and let me know. Why do we forget?
Low presence of mind.
Low presence of mind. Okay. We forget. Sorry, come again. Lack of concentration.
Not focusing on the concept.
Okay, good, good, good. What else? Dreaming. First and most important is no plan for study. Remember, our Zubair Saab and many of our students, this says that plan for study. If we don't have proper planning, we forget what we learn, because we learn in school, we learn in classes, but we forget because we did not recall, we did not plan properly. Which are the subject, which are the areas I need to focus, concentrate. If I'm not planning on that, definitely that we fails to plan, then definitely plans to fail. So it's very important, plan for your study. Inshallah, already Zubair Saab already covered about how to means like plan for your study. Inshallah, some of the tips I'm going to give, and plan for your revision. Especially last 3 days, you should always spare for your revision. Before last 3 days, you should complete all the studies once, twice, or thrice, and at least one time, all the subject, all the areas. And last 3 days should be spent for revision. Even though in class test, in midterm examination, in preparatory examination, we are revising every time. But the important thing is, before an hour or the day of examination should be spent for revision. And revision has different category. Let me tell you how to revise. First and most is like you cannot revise the whole book and the last day of examination. What you need to do is you have to tick mark some of the expected questions, some of the expected answers, some of the expected paragraph which is going to come in your view. Just tick before, while you are studying, just tick mark on them, and on the day of examination you should read those paras, those questions, and the last hour of the exam, means like before the examination or before you step down into your car or your bus, you just मतलब बुक्स को इस तरह से हिलाते चले जाएं, वर्क गर्दानी करें और पूरी बुक को जस्ट देखते चले जाएं. That is called speed reading as well as skimming. आप ये कह सकते हैं scanning of the book. What happens when you enter into the examination? This scanning will help a lot. In which page it is there and what is there and how. So basically, literally, you are taking the photos of those answers. So it's very important, make a scanning before you enter into the examination or before you step down into your car. So it's very, very important. Revision, always it helps you to study and perform well in your examination. And the most important is not taking the right kind of rest. Usually what happens, many of these students, they prepare in whole night and 2 hours, 3 hours, they take a sleep or rest. And while they are going to the examination, they are like owning and नींद आ रही है, जरा सा जो है body tight महसूस हो रही है. And because of this, you lose your temperament, you lose your concentration, you lose your focus. You are not able to perform perfect. So especially very important, you should have a sound sleep last night before the examination. Note it down, this point. This is very, very important. If you have a sound sleep, even though if you means like if you study for like 60% marks, you are going to get 60%. You are going to get 90%. If you don't have sound sleep in the previous night, believe me, it is going to affect your concentration. It is going to affect on your focus. It's going to affect your performance in the examination. So it's very important to have a proper sleep, proper rest in the last night before the examination. Mind filled with the negative emotions. Like for example, you have emotions like my brother is performing well, he should not perform well, or my friend, my close friend, he's going to excel, like he is going to get 95 marks, 96 marks, he should not get. Or you have something, frustration, anger, fear, sadness, all this negative emotion. If you have within you, something happens in the bus and you fight with that person and you have a negative emotion, or something happens because of your parents says something to you and you have some negative emotion, this is going to impact your learning skills, your reproducing skills. You are not going to give 100% in your examination. So it's very, very important. Remove all kind of negative emotions, negative feeling, negative thoughts. I hope it's clear, right? If you have any questions, just wrote it down. Inshallah, we will answer at the end of this session. If you want to ask now, no problem for me. Okay, as our organizer says, we will be answering it at the end of the sessions. Okay, now I'm going to give you 15 tips. Many of them are repeated already. Many of our friends already they explain about those tips. One of them maybe they already expressed. 15 tips on how to manage exam stress and fear. Any guess what could be there in those 15 tips? Just have a wild guess. Come on, come on, come on. Write it down in chat box. Come on. It's time manage. Great. Okay, exercise. Prepare your mind. Good. Good, 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 good. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Give time to your mind. Answer the question. Lack of hygiene, clear mindset. Okay, who else? Exercise. Not procrastinating. Prepare your mind. Dua. Good. What else? Discipline. Okay, mashallah. Relax for some times. Dua, preparing yourself for the examination, confident. Okay. First, as I said, it's already covered. We'll just go back. Today's date, write it down, and just tentative. When is your examination? Count how many days do you have now? 10, 15, 20, 30 days. How many days? Plan for every 24 hours. Like, for example, you can study 10 hours each day. If you don't have, means like school, 10 hours, 7 hours sleep. Just break it down. 1 hour meal, recreation, 1 hour, refreshing yourself, fresh up yourself, 1 hour, salah and prayer, 2 hours, or other activities, games, or whatever it is, 1 hour. You need to break down your plan. It's already explained by Mr. Zubair, and he nicely explained how to do it. So you should have a plan, your study, and you should have a schedule on your subject. Like, for example, prime study time. Everybody has the prime study time. Just write it down. What is your prime study time? In your opinion, what's your prime study time? When you have 100% focus, when you reproduce 100% result. What's your prime time? Say 7 a.m. in the morning, or 10 p.m. in the night or evening. What's your prime time? 1 p.m. 1 p.m. Good. Muhyiddin, 1 p.m. Okay. Who else? Come on, come on, come on. What's your prime time? Prime time is the time when you focus fully. No distraction, no gaming, no other, means like distraction from anybody, any sources, and you are 100% focus, 100% concentration, and you are going to get whatever you want in your study time. 7 a.m. say 7 a.m., 5 a.m. Good, 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 good. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. After Fajr, 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Good. Who else? Who else? Come on, come on. Everybody, please write it down. Please write it down. It is going to fix your time. If you don't have the prime time, decide it right now and implement in the rest of 3 months or 2 months or 1 month, whatever it is. Just decide your prime time and try to work up at the same time. And you should have a duration, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. Fully focused, fully concentrated, and you are going to, nobody is going to disturb in that time. 2:30 p.m. to 4 p.m. Great. 2 to 3 p.m. and 7 p.m. Okay, good, good, good. Who else? Who else? Come on, come on, everybody, please write it down. What's your prime time? What's your prime time when you are going to fix your time? Nobody is going to disturb you. And what's your reading plan? What's your writing plan? Like, for example, you already decided this is your prime time. 3 hours in the morning, 3 hours in the afternoon, or 2 hours in the evening or night, whatever. 1 hour, 2 hours, doesn't matter. I'll leave up to you. You decide. But you need to decide when you are going to write, which is the prime time for reading, which is the prime time for writing, which is the prime time for revising your plan. रिवीजन के लिए आपके पास कौन सा टाइम है, प्राइम टाइम क्या है? रीडिंग का टाइम क्या है आपका? मॉर्निंग, वेरी गुड मोहतसिम। राइटिंग का टाइम मॉर्निंग है, वेरी गुड। इसी तरह रिवीजन का आपका क्या टाइम है? यूजुअली व्हाट वी शुड डू इज the whole day you plan for your study, especially reading and writing. At the evening before you sleep, revise for 10 minutes. What's going to happen? You know, the maximum invention happen in this world is in the dream. When you have a good dream, the invention happens. The things which are unable to fix up, it's going to be fixed during your sleep. So believe me, if you revise before you sleep, everything will be revised in your dream and you will be fresh in the morning. You will be ready for the next chapter. So it's very important. You should revise at the end of the day before you sleep. So it's going to help you a lot. So who all has their own plan? Like for example, writing plan. Let me know. Come on. What's your writing plan? I mean, what is the prime time for writing? You may say like every day, morning also, evening, afternoon, whatever it is. Okay, third important point after scheduling, first is plan, right? Remember, first is plan, second is scheduling, and third one is discipline action. Because you got to take an action. You have a good plan. You have a schedule, but if you are not taking action, it is not going to serve. Procrastination is the biggest disease while you are about to take action. What happened today? I'm going to plan. You plan for many months. You plan for a schedule for many days, but you are not able to 100% implement it because of your action. You are not able to take action. So for that, there is a technique called Pomodoro technique. Anybody knows what is that Pomodoro technique? Can you just switch on your mic and let me know Pomodoro technique, what it is, which helps you to take action, especially, yeah, great. Answer is already there in the, so 5 minutes. Basically, you have to fix a timer, okay, in your mobile or in the clock. You have to fix the 25 minutes timer and go on to this subject which you are procrastinating from past many days, many months, many years. Like for example, you are weak in mathematics and you always think and schedule and plan, but you are not able to excel in that subject. You are not up to that level. You need to fix 25 minutes, switch on your clock, okay? Just put a timer, 25 minutes, and start working until time run up, okay? Then take a 5 minutes rest, and again, put your timer and work on that. Is there anybody? Kaleem, you want to say something? Okay. Okay, let's go on to the how we can do is act on your plan. Take a tiniest step. How? Like for example, if you don't have plan for every morning, what you do after Fajr Salah, just spend 25 minutes. That's it. You got to take an action. Without action, there is no result. So take a tiniest step. Put a timer for early morning 5 o'clock so that you can wake up and you can work on your action plan. So act on your plan. Whatever plan you have, whatever schedule you have, stick to that as schedule, make an action plan and achieve it. So you will get confident. So actually I am dividing the pieces of confidence into different things. Like if you plan, you will get motivated and you will have a confident, I'm going to give 100%. If you have a schedule, you will become a confident person and you are going to implement your action plan. So it's very important, follow your schedule, review your progress every day, every month, or every week. You need to review your progress. And let us take an example. You set like you are going to complete this much portion within 2 days. And after completion of 2 days, you need to gauge, you need to review either you progress or not, and you have to take the next steps. You are wasting your time if you do not stick to your plan and schedule. So best time management skill is put a timer 25 minutes with a Pomodoro technique and stick to your plan. If you are not stick to plan, if you fail to plan, definitely you are not going to get what you want in your life. So chances are that you are doing other unimportant tasks. Like rightly said, Mr. Zubair and other friends, like we might catch up with butterfly. We started browsing our WhatsApp, or we started seeing some videos. After 1 hour, we came to know, oh, we already left 1 hour wasted, right? That is called butterfly effect. Like some butterfly comes in your mind and you will focus on that work, or might be a video game, or might be some WhatsApp messages or some videos, whatever it is. That is going to affect, and that is unimportant task, and you will trap into that in that task. And the first most important tip which I'm going to give you now is improve your concentration. The greatest failure is failing to concentrate. If you are not able to focus, if you are not able to concentrate, you are going to fail surely. So most an important thing is align your body, mind in a same direction, focused. How you are going to do? Very simple step. Sit at the same place at the same time. For your mind is to tune to the environment. माहौल के हिसाब से अपने आप को ट्यून करना है आपको, तो sit in the same place, the same time. Like for example, you set a plan for 3 hours in the morning from 5 to 9 or 7, whatever, 8, whatever it is. Just stick to that plan and don't move. One time you are reading here, one time you are reading there, or one time you are writing somewhere. You don't have a proper sitting place. Chances are you are going to skip your schedule. So it's very, very important. If you want to get motivated, if you want to have a confidence, stick to your place, stick to your time. That not means that you are going to fight with your sibling. ऐसा होता है बाज़ वक़्त कि आपने अब सर ने कह दिया है कि मुझे स्टिक करना है अपने प्लेस पे और मेरे भाई आकर के बैठ गए तो you are going to fight. No. You should have some like flexibility also, but stick to your place, stick to your time. And especially when everybody is sleeping in the morning before Fajr Salah, that is the best time ever. Your mind is fresh, you are focusing, everything is going like without any distraction, without any problem. It will go directly to your unconscious mind and you can reproduce in your examination. It's very easy because that time before Fajr Salah, nobody is distracting you. So it's very important. Fix your place, fix your time. Put off all the distraction like mobile, everybody is saying, just note it down that also. Tell your family member about your study plan so that they will not disturb you. What happens? They have their own priorities. They have their own means like unki apni ahmiyat hai, ye kaam karna hai. They may ask you to do this and that. If they know that you are going to work, means like you are going to study for this time all the day, every day, like 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever it is, they know that you are focusing and you don't want disturbance. Surely they are going to change their schedule according to your schedule. Otherwise, what will happen? There may be some priorities comes along the way and they may ask you to break your study and it is going to affect your concentration. So let your parents know which is your prime time. Let your parents know when you want to study, when you want to write, means like you improve your writing skill, when you want to revise your subject. So they should know. You should discuss with them. If you discuss with them, it is going to help you to improve your concentration. Postpone any calls from your friends or neighbor. Sometimes they may ask you to come at that prime time. You may get some like gaming time or seeing videos or some cartoon. So try to avoid friends and neighbor in that prime time, in your focus time. You have to have a time spare for, it's like playing with your neighbor, playing with your friends. You should have, like for example, after Asr Salah, 1 hour, or maybe Friday and Saturday, 2 hours. whatever, you have to decide those time and spend in that time. Play with your friends. The friend is studying together. Sure. Nasif, it's great that you and your friend are studying together. It is going to help you, sure. But the thing is, if they are distracting in your time period, you and your friends together sitting and studying, but just calibrate that study time. Like, for example, you spend 2 hours with your friend, and after that you evaluate that only 30 minutes is fruitful, then that means you spend 2 hours and 30 minutes is only fruitful, 1.5 hours is useless. So you have to focus on your outcome. If your outcome is in line with your concentration and focus, you are going to get what you want. Yes, sir. No, sir. Only for studying purpose. Great. Okay, let's move on. Few exercise that helps you concentrate. क्या चाहते हैं आप लोग कुछ exercise करना? Let me know. Say yes in chat box. Come on. Say yes if you want some exercise to focus and concentrate. I want everybody. Please, come on, be fast. I wanted to know you are alive. You are focusing on this session. So few exercise. Okay, mashallah. So first and most important exercise is, any guesses? Concentration, deep breathing. So it's very important to take, especially in the morning and whenever you start your session, just take a deep breath of 5 times or 7 times. For example, I'll show you how to do. Inhale from the nose and exhale from your mouth. Simple. Do it. Everybody, please do it right now. 5 times with me. Okay? Everybody ready? Say yes.
Yes.
Okay, great. What you have to do is inhale from the nose and exhale from your mouth. Okay? In a 1, 2, 3, like 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 5 times. Hold for a 2, 3 seconds and exhale for 5 seconds. Okay? Okay, start. Do it 4 times. Fifth time. Good, great. How you are feeling? Fresh? Say just in chat box. Are you feeling fresh or something? Focused? More focused? Right? Energetic, great. So whenever you are going to do some good exercise, concentrate. Take a 5 deep breath, inhale and exhale. Or especially when you are going to face a great subject which is very tough for you, you're not able to act, means like you're not able to focus on that subject, do this deep breathing. It is going to help you. Second, palming. Rub your hand like this. Do it along with me and put your hand on your ear. Oh, sorry, on your eyes. Rub and put on your eyes. And you can inhale and exhale as well. Rub. Do it along with me and put on your eyes. Take a deep breath and inhale, exhale. How much you're feeling fresh, focus. Maybe your lights are like blown up, right? Your eyes are getting energetic, right? Refreshed, right? Simple. These 2 techniques are very, very powerful to focus on your subject, especially while examination are approaching nearer to you. Do it. It's going to affect a lot. It's going to help you to excel in your subject. Is that okay? What I'm saying is perfectly implementable, right? Say yes if it is. Come on.
Yes.
Come on. Okay, great.
Yes.
Great. Then stretching. Simple stretching exercise I'm going to show you. Very simple. Okay. What you have to do is put your hand like this Can you some of you please open your camera? So I wanted to see. Just open your camera. Just switch on your cameras. I wanted to see just. Okay, what you have to do is put your hand like this. Okay, fist, make a fist. Okay, close your fist and put your hand like this, pointing the thumb down. Okay, simple. Okay, just move your hand like this, back shoulder. Okay, and then turn back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take it back. Back. Good. And then do it once more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back. Once more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Back. Do it one more. Possible? Come on, do it. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back. Last time. Okay. How is that? Good? How are you feeling?
Yes, good, uncle.
Good. Okay. This is also a concentration building exercise. Listening to Quran, you will feel fresh and focused while you are listening to Quran, taranes and all those. While revising, you need to speed up your fast reading skill. Especially if you want to make more focus, speed up your reading. If you speed up your reading, you are going to focus. How? Many people will say, no, sir, if I start reading fast, I'm not able to focus. But believe me, if you start working on that, after 4, 5 days, 6 days, your mind and your body will tune up to the speed reading and you will start focusing on many things. Actually, what will happen while you are reading in the same pace, you skip some of the words. But when you start reading fast, it directly affects to those points which you missed, those words which you missed, and your mind will focus on those which are missing all the time. So sometimes you slow down your speed, sometimes go on a fast track. So this is also going to help you in your revision. Especially what I told you, just skip up or scan the book before the examination. That is also a kind of fast reading. And the important point, last or before last, make vision board for formulas, chart, graphics. As rightly says Mr. Zubair, you should have a mind map, right? It's very simple. You just search on Google, you will find how to do the mind mapping. It's a very great tool. Even there are software which can help you to prepare mind map. Better way is to have your own mind map on a paper. You can put all, means like you have 11 chapters, you can have 11 paper of 11 chapters. Each paper of like 11 by 17 sheet or big A3 size. You can have a whole chapter, each and every aspect, so that if you have a 12 chapter, you just put 12 paper, and before going to the examination, just scan this 12 paper. That's it, finish. So formulas, charts, and graphics. You need to have a vision board. Like you have to have a small board or a small card, 4x4 small card, and you should have those graphics, formula, chart. So that while going, like example, just skip through that, just check those A4 size or small cards. Mind map, as our friend says, visualizing your success. This is बहुत अच्छी important technique है. हमारे दोस्तों ने already किया. अभी एक दोस्त ने हमारे specially Zain Kamal ने बहुत detail में बताया कि visualizing your success. Like for example, you already specified 93% you are going to get. Let's do it. Close your eyes. Everybody close your eyes. Just follow my instruction. मेरे instruction को follow कीजिए, आँख close कीजिए. Okay. And just imagine, visualize your results Might be it is on internet, in your PC or in your laptop, or you are in your school and seeing on the board. That number which you just now specified, 93, 95, 94, 90, 80, whatever it is, just see it through your own eyes. Check your heartbeat. Is that fast or smooth? Are you feeling calm and cool, enthusiastic, confident? Just make that visualization little bit, put some colors on that, some happy moments, some good smiling faces. Add some more sounds to that. People are wishing you, people are saying, your parents and your friends are congratulating you. Just put some figures, visualize that moment. Maybe it is 2 months from now, 3 months, 4 months from now, whatever it is, whatever target you have set, just go and see that situation and feel the feeling of happiness, feel the feeling of confidence, feel the feeling of a courage, a good moment, a celebrating moment with your parents and friends and colleagues and siblings. Feel that feelings, put yourself into that picture, visualize it. That dream comes true, especially if you are in 12th standard and 10th standard, which is dream, means like especially a milestone in your career. Go to that situation and feel the feeling of that happiness and courage, and within you a kind of confident motivation, and then come back to the room. I hope everybody feels some kind of a smile on your face, right? Say, what's your means like, after going through this small exercise, how do you feel? Say just something on the chat box. I wanted to see. Feel nice. Good. Yes. Say some, describe something, whatever comes in your mind, just describe, just put better feeling. Good. Feeling motivated, feeling confident, feeling happy, very happy. Good. What else? Come on. Get motivated, study better, got motivated. Good. Mashallah. Okay, so I'm going to go a little fast because I need to finish it up. How much time it is there, Mr. Mudassir?
The time actually 2:45. We are coming to an end. Inshallah.
Okay, so shall I finish it up now?
More 7 minutes, inshallah. Before up to Asar Azam, we can wrap it.
Fine. Do the difficult subject first. So as rightly said, Mr. Zubair and other people, like you have to focus first on the difficult subject and then move on to the other subject. So avoid the people who are disturbing you, and they are not focusing, or they are just like a kind of negative emotion they are generating within you. Just away from those kind of people. Avoid distraction, social media and all those stuff already we discussed. Take a right amount of rest, which already discussed, right? Unwind yourself, especially all work and no play make jack. So go out, have a relaxed time, take a break, discuss with some people, talk to them, and have a love time, and especially health and food and all those things. Have a positive attitude. This is very important. Many people, they don't, many students especially, they think something negative all the time. They feel something negative. They see something negative. So basically, you need to focus on positive attitude. If you want to be a warrior, a strong person, think positive all the time. Even though disaster is happening, even though your whole day was crap because of something, it's like because of some festival or some kind of treat from your friends, or some kind of treat in your home, or some program, whatever. If the whole day is crappy and you did not did anything, still you need to have a positive mindset. Believe me, if you have a positive mindset, if you prepare only for 80%, you are going to get 95%. If you have a positive attitude, if you have a positive emotion generating while you are in examination, you are going to get what you want in your life. So it's very important. You should have a positive attitude. Think and feel good about yourself. This is also very important. Many students, they feel like, for example, if you feel that you are going to get 90%, believe me, you are not going to get 90%. You are going to get either 89 or maybe some chance or something like that. If I say like that, what will happen? You feel yourself lower, underestimate. If I say no, if you target 90%, you are going to definitely you are going to get 92%. You feel good. So always you feel that I am going to get excel in my subject. Especially like for example in your life, जिंदगी में आपने बहुत टाइम ऐसे देखे होंगे जहां आप लो परफॉर्मेंस का सोच करके गए थे, लेकिन पॉजिटिव माइंडसेट के साथ गए थे, इस वजह से आपने जबरदस्त रिजल्ट हासिल किया। ऐसा बार बार हुआ होगा आपके सब्जेक्ट में, चाहे टेस्ट हो चाहे एग्जामिनेशन हो, फुल प्रिपरेशन के साथ गए, बट योर माइंडसेट वाज नॉट फुल्ली प्रिपेयर्ड and you did not excel that much which you are planning to do. तो ऐसा बहुत बार होता है कि आप जो डिसाइड करके जाते हैं वो नहीं होता है, और जब डिसाइड नहीं करके जाते हैं उससे ज्यादा करके आते हैं हम। तो बेसिकली ये है कि एट दैट प्रेजेंट मोमेंट ऑफ टाइम व्हाइल यू आर राइटिंग द एग्जामिनेशन, आपका माइंड सेट में क्या चल रहा है, माइंड में क्या चल रहा है। इफ यू आर पॉजिटिव, इफ यू हैव अ गुड एटीट्यूड, इफ यू आर फोकस्ड, देन डेफिनेटली इवन यू प्रिपेयर फॉर लेस, you are going to give more. But if you are in negative thinking, negative attitude and all those stuff, you are not going to give your 100%. Even though you know the answer, you are not able to focus, you are not able to concentrate. So it's very, very important. You should feel good about yourself. अगर आप अपने बारे में सही नहीं सोचेंगे, फ़क़द अरफ़ नफ़्सहु फ़क़द अरफ़ रब्बहु, जिसने अपने आप को पहचाना वो अपने खुदा को पहचानेगा। तो हमें अपने आप को पहचानना है, हाउ बेस्ट आई एम, क्योंकि फी अहसनी तक़वीम की बात बताई गई कि हमें जो है बेहतरीन साख्त पर अल्लाह ताला ने बनाया है। सो वी आर द बेस्ट। अगर आपके बारे में आपको ये यकीन हो कि आई एम गोइंग टू कॉम्पीट विथ माई सेल्फ, नॉट विथ अदर्स, तो आप अपने बेस्ट से कॉम्पीट करना शुरू करेंगे, तो यू आर गोइंग टू ग्रो डे बाय डे। हर दिन आपका ग्रो होना शुरू हो जाएगा। तो नेवर स्टार्ट लेट, स्टॉप कंपेयरिंग योरसेल्फ विद अदर्स। अफर्मेशन, पॉजिटिव टॉक, आई कैन, आई विल, एवरीथिंग इज पॉसिबल, आई एम द चैंपियन, आई एम द बेस्ट। इस तरह के तमाम अफर्मेशन को, सेल्फ टॉक को हमेशा दिमाग में रखें। नेगेटिव सेल्फ टॉक नहीं होनी चाहिए, पॉजिटिव सेल्फ टॉक हमेशा होनी चाहिए। आई ट्रस्ट एंड बिलीव इन माई सेल्फ, आई लव एंड एक्सेप्ट माई सेल्फ। दिस ऑल आर लाइक अल्लाह ताला के हुक्म पर, अल्लाह ताला के इरशाद पर मैं बेस्ट करूंगा। ऐसा नहीं कि आई एम द बेस्ट का मतलब ये नहीं है कि अल्लाह ताला की कोई अहमियत नहीं, बल्कि अल्लाह ताला चाहेंगे तो मैं बेस्ट हूंगा, राइट। इंशाल्लाह आई ट्रस्ट एंड बिलीव इन माई सेल्फ, इंशाल्लाह आई लव एंड एक्सेप्ट माई सेल्फ। ये हमारा एटीट्यूड होना चाहिए ताकि हम अपने अंदर कॉन्फिडेंट पैदा करें। तो इसके लिए सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट ये है कि किसी भी वर्स्ट सिचुएशन में, किसी तरह भी हो, क्या हो सकता है उसके बारे में आप सोचें तो आपको कॉन्फिडेंट होगा। बहुत से लोगों को बहुत सी तकलीफें, अभी अगर आप रिसेंटली देखें तो बहुत सी बच्चियों को एग्जाम लिखने का मौका नहीं मिला है। रिसेंटली अगर आप 2-3 दिन के पेपर को उठा के देखें तो बहुत सी बच्चों को, क्या उनकी लाइफ खत्म हो जाएगी? नहीं, लाइफ खत्म नहीं होगी। They will get a chance to do whatever they want in their life. So यहाँ पर एंड नहीं है, फेलियर जो है सब कुछ नहीं है। आपको चांस मिलेंगे लाइफ में। आप अगर इस बार 90% लाए, 95 का टारगेट बनाए थे, तो उसमें फेलियर कुछ नहीं है, उसमें फ्रस्ट्रेटेड होना या सुसाइड करना ये नहीं होगा। यू नीड टू फोकस ऑन योर रूटीन एक्टिविटीज। तो इसके लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है कि आपके अंदर जो है इस तरह की कैफियत होनी चाहिए। स्पेशली अपने पेरेंट्स के साथ आप बताएं कि मैं फील कर रहा हूं अपने अंदर डर, मेरे अंदर जो मेरे गोल्स हैं वो उनके सामने शेयर करें। उनके सामने आप बताएं कि मैं ये मेरे एक्सपेक्टेशन है आपके साथ, मैं चाहता हूं कि आप मुझे इस तरह से अपनी क्लियर कम्युनिकेशन अपने पेरेंट्स के साथ रखिए। यू शुड बी क्लोज टू योर पेरेंट्स, स्पेशली इट्स वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, यू शुड बी क्लोज टू योर पेरेंट्स। सो मेक कमिटमेंट टुडे। नाउ आई वांट ईच वन ऑफ यू टू मेक ए कमिटमेंट विथ योरसेल्फ। व्हाट? ownership. Take ownership and responsibility on yourself, your study, your exam, and your career and your life. You have to take a commitment. Take ownership of your emotions, feelings, and yourself, your study, your examination, and your career and life. So it's very important. You should have a ownership. Do your best, forget the rest. Allah will do everything. So do your 100%, put your energy, put your everything 100%, and tawakkal to Allah. Allah पर भरोसा करना है. Everything Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will do. So it's very important. You have to give your 100%, and inshallah Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make you excel in your examination. With this, I'm very thankful to all the participants and the organizer for giving me an opportunity, and inshallah this is going to be a good time for you in your examination as well as in your subject. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum. जी मुदस्सिर भाई.
Jazakallah khair, Hashwan bhai, for your time and support. I request students to ask questions. We have 2-3 minutes till Salah Azam. We can have questions. So I request parents and students also, those who are listening, they can ask the questions now. Our expert Janab Hashmat Khan Sahab is there to answer your questions. So it's a precious
How
time.
to concentrate in studies, sir?
I already took a whole chapter for concentration.
Yes, sir. Like when we are like studying, we get so many distractions. When we like try everything, also we get distracted. So
Yeah,
how
yeah.
to concentrate?
Simple technique is Pomodoro technique. What you have to do is just put a 25-minute timer and remove all the distractions for that 25 minutes. Okay, even your mobile phone should be on switch off or the silent mode, or put it away from, and nobody, just close the door, focused on that subject for just 25 minutes. When you start doing like this for a couple of days, your mind will tune up and you are going to start focusing on each thing. Your concentration will increase. So start with 25 minutes schedule, and then 5 minutes rest, discuss with everybody and have a chit chat with your family members, and then come back again, put the timer for 25 minutes and explain to everybody in your home or in your friend circle that this 25 minutes is mine. Even though something big happened, I'm not going to lose my focus. I'm not going to lose my concentration. This 25 minutes, I'm not going to do anything except that subject. If you start working on this, you are going to start focusing on your subject, as well as your concentration will increase.
We have question in chat. Abdul Malik, for challenging child, how would I develop writing skill, especially completing homework?
Okay, first of all, like how you define that your kid is challenging. First thing, if it is proven clinically, then it's a different issue. If it is not proven, just we imagine. Like for example, especially we compare with the elder brother, elder sister, and we feel that he's a challenging. Like for example, a student may slowly improve. Initially, if you focus for 3-4 years, he will excel more than the other siblings. So it's very important. First, we need to finalize that he is really challenging student or just our imagination, because he's not so good other than siblings or friends.
Yeah, some question is asking regarding breaks. How often should we take break?
Yeah, actually our brain works like 40 minutes, 45 minutes. Supposed to be take like maximum 50 minutes, 10 minutes break, something like that. Yeah. It all depends on your focus. When you start losing your focus, concentration, just take a break. Like don't often take like 10 minutes, 15, and especially break should not be more than the time which you spend for study. Okay.
Yeah, actually, I think a break is taken for relaxing the pressure. So continuously, if you, I'm studying alone, but I'm not understanding.
Okay, you're studying alone and you're not understanding which subject. That's the first question. So basically, it is a relative question. So basically, if that subject is not well versed, there are many things. You just Google and get the information.
Maths and Hindi is
okay.
Regarding
So
maths
and Hindi. So these are the two subjects which really sometimes tough. But especially for maths, I could means like give you a reference. You just do like by heart the things and close your book and practice. Usually, the maximum student they used to do, they open the book and then copy. Don't copy like that. For first time, second time, you can copy like this. But third time, just close the book and just recall through your memory. आप अपनी मेमोरी से रिकॉल करके उसको लिखना शुरू करेंगे तो आपको मैथमेटिक्स में बहुत फायदा होगा. हिंदी के लिए आपको अपने टीचर से कॉल करना चाहिए या अपने दोस्त फ्रेंड्स से आपको ये करना चाहिए। ग्रुप स्टडी करें, अगर आपको आसानी होती है तो अपने फ्रेंड्स को बुलाएं, उनके साथ ग्रुप स्टडी करें इस सब्जेक्ट पर, स्पेशली जो हिंदी का सब्जेक्ट है, या जो सब्जेक्ट आपको मुश्किल है उसके डिफरेंट लेवल हो सकते हैं। मतलब अपने दोस्त के साथ टाइप कर सकते हैं, या अपने मम्मी अब्बू के साथ, अगर उन्होंने नहीं कर सकते हैं तो कोई आपके क्लोज में कोई और रिलेटिव्स हैं उनसे आप ले सकते हैं मदद, या फिर जो है आप ट्यूशन लगा सकते हैं, या फिर जो है अपने स्कूल में टीचर को पूछ सकते हैं। तो देयर आर मेनी थिंग्स। Yeah. So you have to have a peer group discussion.
Yeah, handling maths regarding questions you're asking regarding how to handle maths to get success this subject.
Already explained you one good tip that is very important. Maximum बच्चों का यही प्रॉब्लम रहता है कि वो प्रैक्टिस करते हैं देख के लिखने की, और जब एग्जामिनेशन में वो बुक नहीं रहती है तो स्टक हो जाते हैं। तो बेस्ट वे इज लाइक 2-3 बार आप जो है विदाउट देख के ट्राई करें, और तीसरी बार जो है बंद करके ट्राई करें। इसके साथ साथ जो है मैथमेटिक्स में इंपॉर्टेंट यही है कि जितना प्रैक्टिस करेंगे उतना आपको रिजल्ट्स मिलेगा, और आपकी लॉजिक को इस्तेमाल करना पड़ेगा। लॉजिक इज गोइंग टू हेल्प। सोशल साइंस या सोशल स्टडीज के लिए बेसिकली ये है कि आपको कोशिश करें, आजकल का दौर तो अच्छा खासा ये है कि अगर आपके पास कोई इंस्ट्रूमेंट है तो उसमें रिकॉर्ड करके याद करें। बहुत से लोगों का अलग फोकस रहता है कि जो विजुअल रहते हैं वो हिस्ट्री को समझ पाते हैं, जो विजुअल नहीं रहते, ऑडिटरी रहते हैं, फीलिंग रहती है, तो उनके लिए क्या रिकॉर्ड करके भी याद कर सकते हैं। उस तरह से भी हो सकता है, बहुत सी चीजें डिफरेंट हो सकती है। राइट, और प्रॉब्लम टू सीइंग द आंसर्स। यस, रिपीट मेनी टाइम्स। या रिपीट मेनी टाइम्स, दैट आल्सो। In subject I'm interested, I score good marks, but I'm not interested, I score bad marks. Sure. So you need to give extra time on those subjects which you are not interested, and put a timer for Pomodoro technique and implement it. तो इस तरह से आपको ज्यादा फोकस करना पड़ेगा, एक तो चीज है। दूसरा ये कि जिस सब्जेक्ट पे आपका इंटरेस्ट है तो उस वक्त आप क्या करते हैं। तो ऑलवेज क्या करना है मालूम, जो ऐसा सब्जेक्ट है जो ज्यादा फोकस नहीं कर सकते, जिसपे आपका कंसंट्रेट इंटरेस्ट नहीं है, उस सब्जेक्ट को ऐसे सब्जेक्ट के आंसर के साथ अटैच कर देना। जैसे मिसाल के तौर पर एक सब्जेक्ट है मैथमेटिक्स जो आपको बहुत पसंद है, उसका जो सबसे बेस्ट टाइम आप यूज करते हैं उसके इमीडिएट बाद करना। तो क्या होता है, वो जो आपका फ्लो है, आपका स्टेट जो बना हुआ है, आपका दिमाग जो फिक्स हो गया है कॉन्सेंट्रेटेड, एंड दैट इज गोइंग टू हेल्प यू टू सॉल्व द अदर क्वेश्चंस।
बेस्ट एक्टिविटी फॉर रिलैक्सिंग।
तो ऑलरेडी मैंने 4-5 एक्टिविटी बताया। डीप ब्रीथिंग है, आपका जो है हैंड को ये करके आप आंखों पे रखने की है, या फिर इस तरह से आप ये भी कर सकते हैं एक्सरसाइज। ऐसे बहुत से टेक्निक हो सकते हैं विच इज गोइंग टू हेल्प यू टू रिलैक्स व्हाइल स्टडी। Which method did you advise? For what? Which method did you advise? Whichever best for you. अगर आपको ये टेक्निक पसंद है, पोमोडोरो टेक्निक पसंद है, या कुछ और भी टेक्निक पसंद है, whichever suits to you, just try for all and which is best for you and implement it, that technique. Your favorite exercise, stretching. Okay. Right. Any other question? I think already we are running short of time.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Fine. Final message, Ashman bhai, from your side to students.
Especially, my message is like, tawakkal to Allah. Do your best. Do your best. Tawakkal to Allah. And finally, when you are in examination, be relaxed. Be yourself in a peak state of energy. Or if possible, you should means like yourself make warm up, like do something like that, so that you will be in a position to do something best. Recall your good time before entering the examination. Like for example, one of the examination you did a beautiful means like awesome job. Recall that examination, and you will be in a peak state of happy and achieving state. So when you enter, you are going to do whatever you want to do, and you will be excellent, inshallah. Jazakallah khair.
Yeah, I request Dr. Nazim Sahab to conclude the session.
Jazakumullah khair. Our presenters, mashallah, give nice and very nice helpful tips. I hope our students have taken note of that, especially those exercises Dr. Hasman Shah has shown, the stretching exercise and hand rubbing and taking deep breaths. They are well-known exercises, but people know them, but they tend to forget and they tend to not to use it. So whatever we learned, if we do not practice, then it's of just some information which lies there for some time and then disappears. So students, please just recall, after finishing this session, just recall all the important things you liked and discuss with your friends and try to implement some of them in your life. You cannot implement all of them in one go, but try to implement some of them in your life, okay? And it is a continuous process. Your exams are not going to finish. Don't think that you finish your 10th or 12th or 14th or 15th and maybe after 10 years of degree, or no, it's not going to finish. Someday, sometime you have continuously some sort of examination. Thank you very much to our presenters. Jazakumullah khair, Brother Zubair, Brother Hasmat Shah, for your kind information and your effort and time and answering the questions for the students. Thank you very much. Inshallah, hopefully we'll listen from you again in future, and our students have enjoyed it well. And inshallah, all the best to your students, and Jazakumullah khair for our presenters. See you all inshallah in coming sessions.
Yeah. So Jazakallah khair to everyone. One announcement. So inshallah, this will be our final session. So we will meet after March, in mid of the month. Okay. So you have from 3rd March, I think your exams have started. So we'll have our sessions in April. Okay. So with 2 months, prepare yourself, get ready for exams, go through all the things, get the tips from the sessions. Okay, best of luck, all the best for your exams. Inshallah, we'll meet after your exam session. Jazakallah khair to everyone.
Jazakallah khair, Allah Hafiz. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum, sir.
سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد ان لا اله الا انت
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
السلام عليكم.
عليكم السلام.
Assalamu alaikum.
عليكم السلام.
السلام عليكم
وعليكم السلام. وجزاكم إن شاء الله.
The exams is from 3rd March to 15th March. So inshallah, we'll meet in April.
I'm hungry. Maybe send it to my box.
लेके जाना